What's up, everybody? Welcome to Flights of Fandom. I'm neither your host nor your producer. I'm just the loudest mouth motherfucker on the show. Tonight we are presenting Flights of Fandom, something Boogeyman, a John Wick one shot, where we're gonna tell the story of a bunch of assassins being hunted by John Wick. And tonight we have the lovely Zachary Norton producing, aka Great Zamino, and let's get a better description from our first-time guest GM.
Oh no! 1 second. Oh no! I think you're muted.
You're muted.
Yes,
you're muted.
muted. Oh, sorry, muted. But Zach, I sent you a note about some technical difficulties.
Yes, I can see them now.
Adjusting
Just
them.
give us a little second.
Everybody's fine.
Everything's cool.
Just
We're just gonna hop around. It's
Bounce.
cool.
We have a hopper on the track. It was just so easy. They just come to me, you know.
Yeah.
Look, I get them easy. You don't have to take any low blows, though.
Excellent, and we're set.
Woo!
All right.
Okay, so it is my absolute pleasure to run the final game, the final girl, for here at Metapod Studios. It's a game by Brett Gillen, and it's a game that kind of simulates like traditional horror movies. So you've got a killer, and he's about to go get kill off all of the cast of characters. And I have a lovely group of players with me today. So we're just gonna go around the room. Zach, would you like to start us off?
Absolutely. So guys, I am Zach, otherwise known as Great Zamino. As I've done a ton of shows for the channel, I've produced a ton of them. I also run The Hole in the World every other Sunday. My pronouns are he, him, and I am getting to play I'm going to play a series of someone fantastic. It's going to be great.
Oh, wonderful. And next up, we've got Hopper. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hey, what's up? We may have met earlier, but I'm Hopper. I use they, them pronouns, and I am a regular cast member here on Flights of Fandom, and I'm also on The Hole in the World, which Zach runs. It's bonkers. We're on our interlude. You should check it out. And I can be found in and around the interwebs at Fail Deadly. That is with a 3 instead of an E, because I'm a bad person.
Wonderful. Puja, you're up next. Sorry to interrupt you.
Hello. No, I'm just playing with my hair. That's going to happen the whole time because that's the magic of wigs. Hi, everyone. I'm Puja. I am another very frequently found flyer on the Flights of Fandom. And I, too, will be joining my fellow compadres and God knows what tonight. It'll be great. It'll be bloody. And with any luck, there will be some screaming.
Awesome. And Ned, you're up next.
Hello, everyone. I am Ned. I use he, him pronouns. You have seen me on the Manapot Studios before, playing, I believe, an Aarakocra monk at one point. I think we convinced Hopper to get a tattoo. Can't quite remember how that played out, but honestly, it was memorable, and here we are. I can usually be found on the Encounter Party podcast and Twitch channel. We are a live play D&D show set inside the Magic the Gathering realm of Ravnica. And to date, we have over 200,000 total downloads. We've charted in 50 countries, and we spent about 8 weeks on Apple's new and noteworthy charts. We are a finely edited show, and we hope you come hang out. Every episode's about 4 hours of audio edited into a 50-minute episode.
Shit, I gotta follow that. And I am your GM. My name is Desiree. My pronouns are she, her, and I can be found on Twitter at Desapalooza. No shows at the moment, but maybe 2021 will be the year. We'll see. But today we are playing The Final Girl, as I said. It is a horror-oriented game, but today we're kind of doing a little bit of an action-y sort of slant to it, and we're setting it into the world of the John Wick franchise. So today, all of our players will be creating characters that will be trying to survive as the Boogeyman, John Wick, is coming to kill them all. So let's take a moment to kind of like settle in with the world. We're all pretty familiar with John Wick. his wife passed away, and he left a life of assassination behind until he got dragged back into it because someone killed his dog. And 3 movies later, he's still trying to like get on top of all of these things. But we're going to take a slight detour and we're going to go back slightly more to the beginning, kind of a prequel, if you will. So, what we know about John is that he was a top assassin and he left the life of this like underworld life behind to go off and marry his wife. And the only way that he was allowed to do so was to do the impossible task for his boss. And that was to eliminate all of his boss's enemies. And that's where we're going to find ourselves today. We are going to be one of the groups that was eliminated during this one night of mayhem in New York City. So the thing about the final girl is that it's very heavy on role play and also very heavy on player collaboration. So as such, I've sent along a Google Doc to all of our players, and we're actually going to do all of our character creation right now on stream with everybody. So the way that we're going to create characters is twofold. One, we're going to give them a really simple blurb, like this description of them should be maybe 1 sentence. So it could be like, this is Liam, who moonlights as a janitor and at night is also an assassin. Or here is David, works as a
Graphic designer.
a graphic designer, but also bounces people from a club at night. Just something really succinct as we go around the table. So let's start with Zach. Zach,
Okay.
what is the character that you want to bring into this world? And before I let you go, I just want to remind everybody that this list of characters that we're going to do about 12. While these scenes kind of go through, they're characters for the table. Zach can create them, but Hopper can play them. Puja can play them, as well as Zach could play Ned's characters or Puja's characters as well. So kind of keep them in mind. We want to keep it simple, but also able for anybody to pick up.
Okay. So I am going to play Devereaux. The very first character is going to be Devereaux, who is a bodyguard with a penchant for William Shakespeare.
Mm.
Ooh, I love it. So bodyguard with a penchant for Shakespeare. I'm gonna have to. Okay, perfect. That actually works out pretty well. You might have to fix my spelling on that one. But otherwise it's perfect. Hopper, how about you? What do you got for us?
Oh, let's start off with digging into the dumpster pile. I think we got a rough and tumble fake ass cowboy named Rory fucking Norp. Rory Norp.
Fucking, no. Fucking's his middle name.
Got it. Fucking.
That's a Norp with an E. Not like those no E bastards from Oklahoma.
And what can you tell me about Rory fucking Norp?
He's the worst. Is not a cowboy, is actually a trust fund baby who murders for fun and profit.
All right, so we got a trust fund baby masquerading as a cowboy. Got it. Okay. And Puja, what have you got for us today? Oh, and let me pause for a second. Zach and Hopper, pronouns for both Devereaux and Rory.
He, him for Devereaux.
Got it.
Or is he him?
Got
as
it.
well.
Thank you. Sorry about that. Puja, how about you?
Puja, that's me. What the fuck? Listen, y'all, sometimes I look at myself and don't recognize what I'm looking at. It's a hard time out here. Okay, I am going to propose a 55-year-old corporate secretary whose big dream in life is to vacation in Antarctica, except that she's afraid of cell phones.
Okay, the corporate secretary who is also afraid of cell phones. And what's her name?
Amanda.
Amanda. And I probably misspoke, but what are her pronouns just in case?
She,
She,
her.
her? Got
Yeah,
it.
so she's basically doing this to raise money for Antarctica because a lot of the more common MLMs and like hustles for girl bosses require social media and cell phones, and she's kind of scared of them. So assassinating people just makes sense.
It's a little bit more personal than, like, say, selling leggings to people on Facebook, right?
Yeah, you know, cell phones are scary, and she doesn't want to be like, "Hi, I haven't talked to you for 25 years. Do you want to buy stick-on nails from me?" You know?
Assassinating for Antarctica is such a great tagline. Like, put on a business card, hand it out.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, hi.
Is she the penguin version of a horse girl?
Yes.
Penguin horse girl. Penguin horse girl. Hold on.
Horse girl.
I play a wolf
Penguin
girl in another
horse girl.
campaign because I had to make another version of a horse girl. So, you know, I support this.
You heard it here, folks. Penguin girl,
Right?
the next big thing.
Right? All right, Ned, what do you got for me?
Everyone, meet Tank. Tank is just a little bit of a legend in the community because no one knows her real name. And she's known for that thing that happened in Mozambique, but no one can really speak to what it was or why. The mysterious nature of the Mozambique experience is far more than did it actually ever happen? Did she start a rumor that made her a legend? No one really knows. Her mystery outweighs her performance.
I love that. And
And she is a she, her. She, her are her pronouns.
Perfect. All right, we're gonna go around again. Zach, who else do you got in your tank?
Oh God.
Goodness, now I can't say that like that.
I've got some dank characters for everybody. Yeah, I think the next person I'm going to get is you know what? What the hell? Why not? Tilda. Tilda. Yeah, Tilda is a connected, I think probably a bookie / accountant who wears a monocle. And
Monocle wearing.
yeah. And so, yeah, basically, she is going to be part of the brains of the operation.
I like it.
I love it.
Yeah, we got a lot of like front house, back house going on.
Mm-hmm.
Hopper, how about you?
Oh shit. All right. I think we're gonna have to go with I was gonna go, you know what? I'm gonna stick with it just because the eponymous object sounding name, but Drill, the person that just goes as Drill, that's DRYL.
Okay.
Fancy.
And who wears is known for wearing a ski mask. So they are a they them kind of pronoun person because their identity is secret. And they speak and they very clearly put on Hollywood Russian accent to disguise the true nature of their identity.
Great Hollywood Russian accent.
I
It is
love
specifically very bad.
Perfect. Oh, that's so good. And sorry to go back to you, Zach. Tilda, what are Tilda's pronouns?
Tilda is they, them.
They, them. Perfect. Thank you very much. All right. Puja,
Okay.
what do you have for me?
None of this is ever complete without a carny. So
yes.
I
Of course, we
would
need
like
clowns.
to bring our resident carny into the fold. They are a carny who got kicked out of the carnival. I don't know why. Why would anybody get kicked out of the carnival, y'all?
Oh,
That is a
man.
good question.
That's a
Cannibalism?
very- Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, rumors are that they got kicked out of the carnival due to cannibalism, but it also could just be because they're a little bitch when it's cold outside. No one really knows.
Right. What is their name?
name? look around, find something.
Jim Carney.
Syl. Their name is Syl. Cyl. Short for pencil.
Love it.
For those of you wondering where drill came from,
Hopper, this is why we're friends. Yeah, CYL. And they are also they them because they're they them.
Right. No, that's perfect. That totally works. How about you, Ned? Who else do you have for me?
Friends, compadres, please meet Samantha. It's spelled Samantha, but it's a voiced S sound for a Z. Samantha. Samantha is a tech guru, often known as a hacker. But the thing about Samantha is, you know, in a video game, when you can always have the option to like hack the thing to fall from the ceiling and kill someone, it doesn't really make any sense then, and it doesn't really make any sense now. But Samantha has already decided how you're gonna die before she walks in the room and has hacked the room to do it. So you might find Samantha sipping a glass of wine in the middle of a warehouse. Watch out, there's a forklift coming for your head.
Oh god.
I love it.
And what are Samantha's? I mean, I just literally just put hacker.
Yeah.
What? It works.
hacker, the new gender.
Yeah.
What are Samantha's pronouns?
Samantha's pronouns are she, her.
She, her. Perfect. Thank you very much. All right. Last round. Zachary, who do you have for me?
Let me see. What do I want to do for this guy? This is gonna be I'm gonna call him Burn. Yeah,
okay.
Burn, Byrne.
All right.
Yeah.
Still lights people on fire though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Burn is an arsonist and extortionist who has just too many ists, but at the same time is one day away from retirement.
Perfect. I love her.
It's his
love to
last
kill
job.
them.
This is his
Our
last.
last job.
Just had to burn one more warehouse down, and then he gets a gold watch and everything.
Oh.
Perfect.
Heartbreak.
Destination retirement. And Burns pronouns as well.
Burns pronouns are he, him.
He, him. Perfect. Thank you. Hopper. Another one for you. Last one.
So I got a real bad one. So I'd like all of you to meet. I was going to do Samantha, but then Ned went ahead and did that. So
I did Samantha. Samantha's
Look.
still fair game.
True.
meet Justinian Aberfeldy Smucker III,
Oh
who
fuck.
Just back the hell up, Hopper. What?
I'm sorry, but did I speak too quickly for you? Wait, here, I'll slow down. Justinian Smucker, Aberfeldy Smucker III of the Aberfeldy Smuckers.
Yes.
Right, of course.
Des just gave up on the name.
Yeah.
Google.
I want everyone
like,
to
"Why this?"
I need this name to get shorter every scene they survive.
or longer.
Either is acceptable. Notably, while she puts on great airs, she in fact is from a rather low-class family, and she was made fun of perpetually for the last name Smucker and beat somebody to death with a jam jar. In prison, she learned a great deal of things, and now she lives up to the lifestyle she believes she deserves. And in case you were wondering, yes, her pronouns are she, her.
Got it. Does someone want to put the notes about the accent in there?
I got you. I already just wrote
Thank you.
RP for everyone.
Thank you.
I got you.
Perfect. Puja, who else do you have for me?
I brought you the carny. I brought you the old lady, and now I
Old
will
lady,
bring-
she was like 50, wasn't she?
It's old in the assassin game. Let's be
That's a
real.
great
That
point,
is
and
a
I
good point.
apologize for my talk back.
I think now it's time to bring you the out of work barista slash screenplay writer.
Yes.
Who, honestly, this is their fourth job because they just have student loans to pay off.
Oh my
Mm.
god. What is okay? So she's a barista and a screenwriter, but what else does she do? What's the third job?
What is the third job? Oh, I know. She is a assistant to an Instagram influencer.
Does
Oh.
Sally Mae accept gold coins?
Yeah, no, she's not an Instagram influencer, y'all. She's an assistant to one.
Yeah, been there.
And what is her name?
Her name is Caryn.
Caryn. Karen. We got a Karen, everybody.
Here she is.
It was bound to happen.
Wow.
I know. She's gonna go quick.
Does it hurt you in your heart, Hopper?
A little bit. A little bit. A little bit.
And Ned, who do you have for me?
For you today, I have Scraps Manley.
Man,
Scraps Manley
tell me.
is a John Wick character. You
I
know
love
him, you love him. Stretchy jeans, leather jacket, a gun on a hip, 30 confirmed kills. The classic assassin, the one you know, drives the motorcycle, has the experience that everyone goes, ah, yes, the stereotypical assassin. But Scraps is so much more. He plays the mandolin.
Plays the mandolin. Now, does he play the mandolin on jobs or is it just a hobby? Both.
He okay, no, I have an answer to this. He will always, after a confirmed kill, give either the person who's dead's compadres or the cops a chance to catch him by playing a 5-minute mandolin song over the deceased person's body.
Goodness. I mean,
Wow.
honestly, that's a lot of respect. So 5-minute
Gives
mandolin.
everyone a 5-minute head start.
It's a mandolin solo.
Scraps Manley. He, him
And-
pronouns.
I love
Perfect.
it.
just
I
just
do
robust.
adore-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. This is a wonderful list of assassins. You all did wonderful.
It's the list
Um,
everyone knows and loves. The carny.
The corny, the monocle wearing bookie, the, the assassin who was in Mozambique. You know,
Yeah.
this
Can
is
we-
all very perfect.
The oh my god, the secretary who's afraid of cell phones and is murdering for Antarctica because she's a penguin girl.
She's not murdering, she's assassinating. Come on.
Assassination is just murder for money, Ned.
We don't need
play it.
your judgment. We don't need your judgment.
I'm not
Yeah, but
judging. It's
A
just the
murderer is just a
technicalities.
hobbyist, okay? We're
True.
professional.
Oh man.
Oh, that hurt.
That needs to be on a business card. Don't hire any murderer. They're just hobbyists. You need a professional.
Exactly.
But like, please don't apply it to everything that I call my profession that other people politely call my hobbies.
Oh God. Okay.
Okay, so the way that the final girl is structured is that we're making a movie. And
Mhm.
with all movies, like we need to kind of have a couple of introductory scenes to kind of really establish like who these characters are. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do about like 4 introductory scenes. And don't worry, all of you during these 4 scenes, no one gets killed. Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
we're gonna free role play them just to kind of get a sense of who they are. So we're gonna do this counterclockwise now. Um the setup for this movie, I feel like, is that obviously we know that this is the night of the impossible task. John Wick has been told that if he wants to leave this life of crime, he has to kill all of Vigo's enemies. And one of those enemies is a woman named the Madam. And she knows, she's kind of gotten word that something is coming, that maybe Vigo's making a move. So she has hired all of these 12 assassins to come and help protect her. So this is that night. We know it's happening tonight. Ned,
Yes.
You're going to set our first scene.
Okay.
Where is it? Where does our movie open?
Our movie opens on the front porch outside a house after a combined assassination of 12 separate people.
Okay.
On the front porch, some of them share cigarettes, some of them share flasks, others share maybe mandolin songs. We'll see what the random number generator means when we get into the room. But as the rain falls softly, it's not pouring. They look out down the hill over Salt Lake City, Utah.
God
We gotta keep it New York. We gotta keep it New York.
Oh, they look out over Battery Park City from the front porch of the apartment building.
It's a really big stoop.
Yeah, huge stoop. We'll say it's on the 3rd floor balcony looking out over Battery Park. And as they look out towards the Statue of Liberty, they share a conversation or 6.
Okay. Ned, who would you like to play for this scene?
I'm using a random number generator here.
Let's do it. Let's
1
do
to
it.
12. Let's do it.
Why would you use a
Today-
random? You could roll a 1d12 though.
Yeah, I could, but that involves having dice in front of me. This isn't a dice game.
It's the
I will be playing Karen, the barista screenwriter assistant to the social media influencer.
Okay, we got Karen. She's over here on this stoop. Puja, who would you like to bring for this scene?
Let's see. I will bring in Tank,
Tank.
known for
What
that
up,
thing
Tank?
in Mozambique.
That everybody knows, but no one's quite sure about. All right, perfect. Hopper, who would you like to play?
Well, I'm so glad you asked.
Oh, motherfucker.
We have our
Ow.
first costume change of the night, people.
I rolled a random dice, and I just so happened to have acquired Rory Norp.
I'm sorry, Rory, what?
Did I fucking stutter, sir? Rory Norp, who's wearing a cowboy hat that's slightly too small and pulled down way too far to be effective late at night.
All right, perfect. And Zach, who would you like to be today?
First up, best up. Let's go with Devereaux.
Devereaux. Devereaux.
Devereaux.
So we've got Devereaux, Rory, Tank, and I forgot the. I'm so sorry. the
I am
rubbish-
playing Karen.
Karen, excuse me?
There you go. So this is a scene that we just want to establish like who they are and the connections they have. So feel free to free role play as much as you want. Don't worry, no one dies here. Go for it.
As a question on the free role play, is it how third person are we allowed to be?
I mean,
Are we allowed to talk about the surroundings as we narrate?
absolutely. Like you know
Great
what?
talk.
Let's do it.
Okay. It just so happens that Karen, barista, screenwriter, and assistant to a social media influencer, saw her way to a better lot in life that she wanted when she heard the underpinnings of a whisper about Mozambique. And she is here as character study for her screenplay, Mozambique You Dead. And she is ecstatic to have been paired up with Tank and wanders over to Tank with I became an assassin to be like you.
You don't know anything about me.
No, but I would love to know more. In fact, I would love to write roughly 115 pages if we're going with like a page a minute average.
Hard fucking pass.
But where I hear hard fucking pass, I say pass that script on to the producers, am I right?
Kid, do you know what I do for a living?
Didn't we just finish doing it?
Yeah, but, fuck with me and you might find yourself on the business end of my gun, too. Don't write that down.
You see her like to her side, like scribbling in a little like flip pad, like, oh yeah? And what else would you say if I was to really make you mad? And if you were to describe someone you would want to be pitched as you in a movie,
Charlize Theron.
just be you.
Charlize Theron.
Oh, great. I can make that happen.
Sure.
And some of the rain splatters onto her notepad, and she quickly flips to a new page and starts scribbling fast as she walks past Rory fucking Norp, who gives her the willies.
Well, you know, if you're looking for somebody that actually interested and whose whole reputation ain't exactly built on some sort of lie in a foreign country, well, you're looking at him.
You shit talking about me?
He is, yes. And if you would kill him, it would give me great fodder for scene 4.
You gonna pay me for it?
Do you know how screenwriting works?
Fair enough. But find yourself a backer. I don't kill for free.
I'll give you 30% of the profit.
I work for cold hard cash, not promises and dreams.
Well, then I guess we got to get a few gold coins.
Sounds like it.
And I think just you looming over you is probably a close to 7 foot tall, about as wide as he is tall bodyguard / enforcer. And you just hear this bass rumble out of too large a diaphragm, probably, just saying, "All that glitters is not gold."
God.
Hold on.
God, I am gonna hate you when this ends up being a character I play.
I played it tight, man. I played it tight.
Oh my god,
fuck.
I love it. I love it so much.
And you just see that, like, spread across a big and tall Men's Warehouse suit jacket, basically kind of like done down with a lint brush, like earlier that night, and basically stretching the hell out of a textured turtleneck that you have to extend all the way up so it doesn't curl down, is Devereaux. And Devereaux, had a lot of time in prison to hit up the prison library, and one of the books that he encountered, to the chagrin of both his cellmate and everybody in the block, was a complete unannotated works of Shakespeare.
Which one?
That would be, complete unannotated. Let's say
Oxford?
Yeah, the Oxford. That's
Great.
it. Yeah.
Good addition.
Good addition. And then has just supplemented with additional scholarly articles, and has been to the Globe and on gold coins.
Well, Karen, overhearing all, a really exciting statement. All that glitters is not gold is a sonnet. Where did that come from?
And
Lord of the Rings? I don't fucking
Help me out here.
All those who wander are not lost. Some shit. I don't
Yes.
know.
I believe
I remember that Tolkien sonnet.
It's Merchant of Venice. I just did a
Right.
good Google.
Exactly.
And so Karen excitedly turns to Devereaux with as she kind of like pulls her collar up against the cold and points her pencil that she's just used to murder not 2 but 3 people, and says, "Was that Merchant of Venice? Are you a Shakespeare fan?"
One of the biggest.
Wow. It is an absolute pleasure to meet you. How are you at writing?
Fairly well.
I'd love someone who understands the bard. They will know the tone I'm going for Mozambique, Bitch You Didn't. And I would love to team up as a writing partner and form a friendship here today as writers extraordinaire.
I think At which point you just hear, I think Devereaux kind of just going a little bit perplexed, just nods, and then you just hear him mutter under his breath, hell is empty and all the devils are here.
Karen would like to propose a friendship with Devereaux.
Yeah, and Devereaux will begrudgingly accept.
Yes.
Wait, so does Karen just go, "You're my friend now"?
No, Ned would like to propose and is now putting into the universe that Karen and Devereaux are best friends.
Tank is gonna sidle on up over to what the fuck is his name?
Rory fucking North.
Rory fucking North, and just be like, is it just me? Or is this Karen real fucking thirsty?
Thirsty as a coyote that ain't seen water in 8 days.
God. Listening to you talk hurts. And she just walked away.
Can we call who do we call rivals? Is that a rivalry or is that just complete disregard?
Hank and Roy are actually screwing on the sly.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's why she said listening to you talk hurts.
Oh my god, yeah,
That's a good line.
that is a purely non-intellectual relationship.
Mhm.
Yeah.
For a moment, let's walk it back for a second so we can let the audience know what we were talking about. So the relationships between characters kind of fall into 3 categories. We have friends, obviously 2 people that are friendly, rivals, 2 people that are not friendly, and then screwing, which can go technically either way. The relationships between characters need to go both ways. Like, you can't necessarily have like a friend and a rival at the same time. That would be technically a screw. The importance of these kinds of relationships will come up once the killer, John Wick at this point, comes into play. So if you have a friendship with someone, you can try to save them once Wick is targeting them. If you have a rivalry, then you can make it easier for Wick to kill them off. And you are screwing with them, it can go either way depending on how you feel.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Right. So I heard we've got a Devereaux Karen friendship. Is that what we have?
I am proposing a Karen Devereaux friendship.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. If you can, please mark it on the Google Sheets.
Already been there.
Perfect. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. And now we were talking about screwing. It could go just off the cuff, or do we want to make it like an actual mechanical screwing? That sounds so weird.
I have to say yes because I have to say yes now.
How do you say no?
Wait.
I can't.
We're talking about a mechanical screwing, right? Just making
Yeah.
sure. Not a figurative screwing, not a literal screwing.
No.
Yeah.
No, I think it's also literal.
Oh,
Roughly
okay.
like
Somebody
roughly like
tell-
a tank screwing.
Hey, we're lucky it's not a tank screwing a drill yet.
Hey!
Oh.
Oh my
Mass
God.
hysteria.
All right.
I have a joke about mechanical bulls here.
God, no.
Well, sometimes
You know, on
we
behalf
ride
of
rough
my
stock.
people, Hopper, you're gonna
What,
die.
Texan? What, Texan?
Yes, you're gonna die.
That's fair. I'm pretty sure that's in the cards, as it were.
Oh no!
Dead man's hand and all that.
Make it stop.
I'll stop when the sun sets on a groundhog's behind.
Desiree, please save us. Please.
Des, help!
I think that we've got a good lay of the land, a good understanding of these
I
characters.
think Tank has had a good lay, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. She
Oh,
got screwed
baby,
real
good?
I think that's probably the most frustrating part. I think that yes, probably
It's probably not that good. Let's be real. It's just there.
I think
It's
it's-
there.
it's yeah. This is like you're talking about the most solidly mediocre person you've ever met.
It's just that post-murder adrenaline rush you have to channel into anything that moves.
Got it. It's got a pulse, and you just killed people. It's cool. All
It's
right.
cool.
It's cool.
You know, like
She's not proud of herself.
I'm pretty sure Rory Norp is real proud,
Oh, I bet.
real
I bet he-
confident.
I bet he's a confident man.
God, the worst.
Name like Rory Norp, you gotta be.
I bet.
Please remember his middle name is fucking.
Fucking. Yes.
Oh God.
He
Right.
changed it legally.
Oh my God.
God. Please go after Rory Norp first.
Yes.
Let's see.
Dear Santa Claus, wait, scratch that out. Dear John Wick,
Dear John Claus, Wick Claus,
all I want for Christmas is Noreen fucking Norp to die.
right? Ned, do you feel like we've got a good sense of the scene? Do you want to close it out?
Yeah, I think where the scene kind of resolves, right? It's a balcony overlooking Battery Park, which means it's a sliding glass door. And as the four of them kind of have gathered there, the door slides open for an unseen and maybe never in the game fifth accomplice to say, "Hey, we got to get moving. They've started to come."
They've started to come. I love that line. And the scene kind of closed, and we kind of get a shot completely elsewhere across town, and we see the silhouette of Keanu Reeves just hands out and just shooting guys. Bodies are falling, not anywhere near the scene over here in Battery Park, but we know that, like, yes, it's true. Wick is coming. He is making his way across the city, and just bodies are in his path. Now let's shift over to Puja. We'll do another scene with you, another introductory scene. You're free to pick the same character that you had before or different ones, but I would like you to kind of set the next scene of this movie.
The next scene of this movie takes place in a bar. It's underground. It has one of those cool little entrances where you go down the stairs and it opens up to see. Ned, are you talking? You're
Nope.
muted. Oh, okay. It's very dimly lit. It's one of those places where you go to be alone with the people at your table. It's very, very popular with the cheating on your spouse set, because you can't really see the other tables or who's at them, and it's so
Got
seedy.
it.
There's curtains between the tables and the booths, should you wish to draw them around you.
Lots of privacy. Okay.
Yeah. And hopefully lots of Clorox. And in this bar, waiting at a table, well, actually waiting at the bar itself, you see eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Okay. You see a very, very uncomfortably pulling her bright floral work dress down past her knees penguin horse girl named Amanda.
Amanda is here. All right. Okay. Hopper, who would you like to bring into this bar?
I may have gone and rolled a d12 there. So I think you see in a leather jacket, it looks like it's been bought by somebody's 45-year-old dad in the middle of a midlife crisis. You see one Scraps Manley, and he's brought his mandolin into this bar and is currently propped up, one kind of knee up, just legs spread wide, strumming the mandolin and looking out, basically trying to project an air of confidence, and starts a rendition of Wonderwall.
Of course. Just, Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Of a mandolin.
What if that's the 5-minute song he always plays and he says it to the dead body? That's like his catchphrase.
Anyways, well, hey there, buddy. Anyways, here's Wonderwall.
Here's Wonderwall.
Oh God.
Oh, perfect. All right. So so Scraps Manley's there with his mandolin, and Zach, who do we have today?
Well,
in
I
the bar?
think wrinkling her nose and raising it as this ruckus, this caterwauling plays in the background.
Wonderwalling. Thank you.
Wonderwalling in the background. You just hear Justinian Averfeldy Smucker III just look back and say, "Oh well, it's not exactly chamber music, is it?" And she says over a dirty martini.
Ooh, dirty martini. And Ned, who else is here at the bar tonight?
Well, I had rolled a random number generator and was gonna be bringing in a jam jar assassin, but I have re-rolled the random number generator. And okay, so at the bar, and where most people in this bar appear to be trying to keep a low profile or try to stay only seen by those they're here with, Tilda is exactly the opposite. A swagger, a confidence. Everyone knows Tilda is there, and Tilda knows everyone there uncomfortably by name. And they will walk around the room to a table and greet Robbie. Who's Robbie? Definitely the mayor's son, who should not be here. And they will greet Robbie by name over and over again. This is their role in this society. And Tilda orders a double scotch because they have no interest in refilling a drink. They want to get their entire buzz over the course of a night because people can't quite tell how much they've had when you get most of a rocks glass full of whiskey. And Tilda will start this scene having just filled to the top. So Tilda just entered, actually. Tilda hasn't been here for a while. Tilda's beginning their rounds around the room, introducing people to each other who 100% do not want to know each other. And Tilda will sit down next to Justinian Aberfieldy Smuckery III and think, I don't mean to be rude here, and I could be totally wrong, but I think you're in the wrong establishment. This is for talented assassins.
And I believe that Justinian cocks an eyebrow at Tilda.
It's all right. Tilda's cocking a pistol.
And
Someone's cocking a cock.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's Scraps Manley,
With a name like that.
as played by Bruce Campbell.
Oh God.
Yes.
and I think at that point, understanding that her rival is going to pose more difficulty than she's worth, or than they're worth, rather, she is going to step up from the bar and leave the drink behind and just says, "If you'll excuse me, I have to go see about my mason jar collection." And just does that thing where her body moves, but her eyes and her head kind of stay on a swivel looking at Tilda, and then eventually the head follows the rest of the shoulders.
And as she walks out, Tilda will call. In a place like this, you do not call out. You do not draw attention. And Tilda will call out, "Yeah, that's right. Your side of the pond shouldn't even be allowed to assassinate over here.
And
You walk. Leave our city."
And she looks back at at Tilda and just mutters to herself, "That's not exactly the Continental, is it?" And walks out.
As Amanda is heading out, not Amanda, as Justinian's heading out, you see Amanda go,
Excuse me, did you mention mason jars?
Why, yes, I did. What of interest is it of yours?
I love canning my own preserves and making more recently making all these salsas. I can't handle much spice, but you can get some fresh tomatoes and put them in there and have them for the rest of the year, and it's quite wonderful. And I'm just trying to expand my horizons, so to speak. And well, you sound so fancy. I would just love to listen to you talk some more, honestly.
That can be arranged. Why don't you pay my tab and we'll begin a little bit of showing the tricks of the trade.
Okay. Does that mean you will have a drink with me?
Elsewhere, not here.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yes. How would we get there? I don't really know how to.
She's begun to walk.
Oh, okay, we're going. You just see her go. She like speed walks, but she can't walk really fast because she's got that dress on.
And yeah, I think at this point, you just so the most important thing I find is just really not so much the substance of the jar, so much as the structural integrity of it, and is beginning to hold court as you guys are moving like Aaron Sorkin style down the hall.
Yes. And as you go, Amanda is kind of like bumping into like tables and stuff, because I'm assuming that if Justinian's taking up, the center, like Amanda is kind of like walking to the side, and there's not a really like there would be enough room for two of them side by side if Justinian just moved the fuck over. But if she's in the middle of Amanda's just like, oops, sorry. Like she goes by every table, like bumping into the back of people's chairs.
Love it.
Perfect. But Scraps, how are you feeling at the bar?
Muted.
You're muted, Hops.
You muted.
Well, I'm feeling like got a little bit of hiccup in my throat, but I guess the real question is how much attention am I getting from all these folks?
Tilda loves Wonderwall, which is weird given how much they seem to hate the United Kingdom. It's part of the dichotomy that make them who they are.
Well, let's see. This next one up's called "God Save the Queen," and
starts noodling "God Saves the Queen"
on a mandolin.
Great.
On a mandolin.
Amazing. It's beautiful.
Tilda raises a glass towards who are you playing right now? Scraps Manley. Tilda will raise a glass towards Scraps Manley. This very full rocks glass of whiskey, take a huge swig and then throw it in your face, announcing maybe Tilda. All right, here's the choice. Tilda doesn't know Wonderwall is by a bunch of Brits. And so Wonderwall is Tilda's favorite song, but Tilda hates the UK.
That one. Let's do that one.
That's the choice. And so throws, after you finish Wonderwall and start God Save the Queen, swigs the whiskey, throws it in your face and proclaims, "We only take American here," as they throw a full glass of scotch in your face.
Sure about that? That tastes like some high-quality Highland smoke to me.
Yeah.
Wasted good.
Oh, are they drinking scotch?
Oh,
They're drinking Lafroig now if it's smoke.
Yeah.
So they throw this glass of Lafroig. Oh, great work, Hops. Great minds. And so do ours. And we'll take the dregs of whatever's left in the cup after the toss, and they'll say, "Nothing like the highlands of Colorado." That's where they believe Lafroig's from, because of the Lafroig River.
Oh my god. Just so oddly specific.
So oddly specific. Yeah, I think you just see a look of amusement on Bruce Campbell's face, who has kindly agreed to star in this, or to perform a guest role in this little theatrical shindig at a rate that you could not possibly afford. So strokes his strong chin and just goes, Well, I guess that's that. And sips like an apple teeny, like grabs the apple teeny from the bar, just takes a little.
And as Tilda refills their glass, asks, no, it's too on the nose. I can't do that. I gotta make a
Nothing
better.
is too on the nose for this.
Do you know the Proclaimers?
I'm not even gonna give you that one. No, you're not wrong. That's two on the nose.
It's two on the nose.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Oh no! There we go. You're back.
Hey!
Are we in the same right places?
Yeah, you're
So-
good.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, Tilda will refill their whiskey, looking for some Proclaimers on the mandolin.
I think Scraps Manley just goes, I don't do that, but here's Take Me Home, Country Roads. And starts playing.
Starts rocking John Denver.
Starts talking John Denver.
All right.
Takes a swig of that apple teeny. Take me home, country roads.
All right.
To
Now
the
we don't have
place.
no more licensing rights.
They don't have the rights for this.
That's true.
We got like
Shout out
10
to-
seconds.
Shout out to Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.
Yeah,
Seriously.
for sure.
The patron saint of creators everywhere.
Seriously.
I think Scraps Manley says that in person. Shout out to my bro,
I just-
Kevin MacLeod.
Wish I could have been like a fly on the wall for the execs pitching this. What was it? We're gonna do a prequel of the John Wick universe. Who can we get? We can get you the Chin. We can get you Bruce Campbell.
We need Bruce Campbell. Do we?
Dude.
Are we bringing back anybody? No. We're not going to see a single soul.
So he's gonna play like a starring role, right? Nah, he's just gonna be some guy that plays the
Like
mandolin.
one of the 12, roughly.
Yeah.
Did you say 12?
Yes.
Best movie. All right, Puja, do you feel like this scene has done what it needs to establish the characters and we can close it out?
Oh, I will say so. And I think as the song continues to play, you see more and more patrons around the joint pull the curtains closed around their booth, whether it is to save themselves the sight of a grown man playing the mandolin. Well, sorry, a grown white man playing the mandolin, or it is to help block out some of the noise. We will never know.
All right. What about the kind of relationships that we've established here? Like, do we have any friendships, rivalries? Is anybody screwing? What do we think?
Tilda and Justinian hate each other.
Oh, absolutely. The worst way.
Please mark it down that both of them have a rivalry with each other.
Hops,
what-
did Tilda and Scraps go home together after Take Me Home Country Roads?
Oh God, did they?
Did
Did
Yeah.
they?
Yeah,
I think they did.
I think they did. I think that this was one of those like. Did one of them know exactly how bad an idea this was and went through with it anyways, or is this just two real dumb people?
Look, just people feeling that sweet heat, and taking it home country roads.
Yeah, that more of that Lefroy from up country Colorado.
That sweet Colorado Lefroy.
God.
Oh.
Watch all the bullshit we pull on this show and we get sued by Lefroy.
They're gonna clip this and share this on their social media. What up, Lefroy? Sponsor the podcast.
We
But
love
also,
you.
Like I'm
And we
literally
know where you're
too.
actually from.
I'm also drinking your whiskey right now. This-
And
Sponsor us.
we know
Give
it's scotch. We know.
Sponsor the podcast. Sponsor Manapot. We take sponsorship in bottles of Lefroy.
Exactly.
Oh
yes.
yeah, we do.
Send them to me.
Oh,
I'll
man,
distribute
y'all.
it, I swear.
I have a post-stream Lefroy story for y'all.
Copy.
Oh,
It might
I'm
be on
excited.
stream depending the length.
It's true.
I was
So,
gonna. Oh yeah.
Y'all know this little buddy. He's just an orphan, but could really use some family. We just start playing. What's the really crushing, soul crushing.
I will remember you. Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Sarah McLachlan, except it's whiskey bottles.
It's Sarah McLachlan, and it's just scraps.
Get some
Manly.
like, oh, you know what you
Walking
should do?
down a
You should
whiskey
get some. You should cut out some pictures of some puppies and stick them to label and just make them the sad puppies.
No.
I'm gonna interrupt our Lefroy official sponsorship and say Justinian would definitely be friends with Amanda, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
We've got
abs-
we've got a screwing and a friendship.
yeah.
Perfect. So yeah, we close on this scene here at the bar, and then we kind of cut back to Wick, and he's standing over a bunch of bodies, with the city kind of like over in the background. He kind of looks at his phone, and he's got a list of people that he needs to hit up, and amongst the list of this is like the Swede, and then the so he kind of crosses out the Swede. He's eliminated all of their men. Next up is the Madam, who you all work for, and then a couple of other names, and then we'll kind of close that out. So we know that Wick is kind of is closing in on the circle that you guys all inhabit as assassins. Hopper, you get to set the next scene. Where does our movie take us now?
Let's see, we're going to New York. So we've just come home from a night on the town. Let's say
The laugh is just so ominous.
I'm feared.
no, it's just trash. We're gonna go to Southern Bay Ridge, Brooklyn.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a hall.
That's a hall. Like, I don't know why they were in near Battery Park, but we're in like a decadent mansion in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, around kind of on Shore Road, and we just see I think we see most of a number of our compatriots here. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but I guess I am. And there's like a backyard pool, some trees. You can see the Verrazano Bridge rising. Like it's that light rain's given way to just kind of a mist. So everything's got that golden glow of like like that kind of like orangish LED street light glow. And just kind of everything's kind of phantasmal. And I think we see some of our people standing around like a pool that's been covered over. With like whatever the fuck the pool cover thing is made out of, vinyl. I don't know. I ain't a pool boy.
Cool boy. And who would you like to play for this scene here?
Oh shit, I have to make a decision.
You gotta roll a die.
I rolled a dice. Well, I'm so glad you asked. You see the buckle of a wearing person known as Drill.
I like that you pronounce it like a Greek pastry.
Yes, it is. Do you not understand my is my accent not coming across? But yes, it is like it's like a Mediterranean pastry, preferably the kind with the walnut, not the kind with the yes. Anyway, so you see standing there holding what appears to be a wrench, a rather large wrench, and just tightening the cover on this the filtration system for the pool before setting down a bottle of gin and just going, well, this is good, and walks back towards this other group. The filtration system is fixed, Drill says, to nobody in particular, and nobody really asked, but it is as one does.
Perfect. So we've got Drill. How about you, Zach? Who is going to be Drill today?
Oh man, I'm sorry. I have to have Drill meet Syl. And, and now I have to figure out the worst damn Carney voice I can think of. But technically this might
I believe in you.
It's a Carney geek. So
Hi everybody.
Exactly.
It's just Krusty the Clown.
That is less Krusty the Clown and more like Show Bob Billy's Pizza Place, kind of like that. It feels like Friday Night at Freddy's is what that feels like. Yeah,
That was Krusty the Clown and Dr. Nick combined.
Dr.
by the
Nick,
way.
yes, absolutely.
Oh, that's a nice, fine filter job you've done there. I just like that so much.
Yes,
I'm gonna
it is
make this hard on all of you.
It is important to maintain proper filtration in your pool system. If you allow bacteria and chemical buildup, you can potentially get brain-eating bacteria because of the reduced chlorine in the water.
Well, somebody's always eating somebody.
Yes, something like that. You are funny. I like you.
You're the first person to ever tell me that. But, Horace, how'd you get so good at things?
Lots of practice. Over many years, I've acquired the skills, and someday soon, I have murdered thousands, but someday soon, I will be a certified whirlpool hot tub technician. It is the dream that I had coming to this country.
Hashtag goals. Nice.
What is this hashtag? I do not understand.
You really? I always thought it was a pound sign.
Is pound sign. Pounds like the British currency, yeah?
You would think, but it's not that symbol. It's just the two perpendicular lines intersecting. I could go on about this. This is just
Octothorpes, man.
Awkward.
He's awkward, yes. I am leaving now. And
So as in this awkward moment, Ned, who would you feel the appropriate to bring here? And remember, you can bring back characters who were in previous scenes. You can do somebody completely new.
By random number generator, I bring to you Burn. Burn here only really knows how it is to get from you what he wants by bringing to you what you least expect. And as he hears you discussing the concept of the Octothorpe, he holds up his arm to show a crude scar in the shape of an Octothorpe that looks dangerously like he burned it into his own skin. And he will say, I love the pound sign. I believe that the pound sign is the strongest of all the symbols to press on a phone, and that is why it should have its own key. And so that is what I am doing in my retirement. I'm going to launch a line of phones that have a dedicated Octothorpe key. And as he proclaims this, which really feels like a wild thing for anyone to yell, he casually drops a match to the ground, and for reasons known to no one except maybe Batman in Dark Knight Rises, a flame erupts from his feet and goes into the pool, where the pool cover erupts in flame, and you discover that Byrne spent a bunch of time writing his own name in flammable liquid on the pool so that everyone could see it, and Byrne will proclaim, yes, Burn!
Hey.
oh my God, we need
Definitely need. Yeah, no, I feel like this is very. It was definitely needed. I agree. Yes.
What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with me? Have you heard yourself talk?
I have heard myself talk, but you are aware the purpose is to keep a low profile and protect the asset, no?
The purpose is to assassinate the target. And if I can do it so loudly and still get away, then doesn't that just make you useless?
Has anybody ever noticed that the cops, no matter how many people we kill, nobody seems to intercept us? There's no kind of like sound of siren off in the distance.
Oh, and Burn lights a guy on fire and goes, "This was a cop," and then pushes him into the pool.
Oh god! So as the body is falling,
that was the mid. You know what?
poor Drill, just kind of shaking their head. Puja, who would you like to bring into this scene?
As this is going down, you see entering the backyard. Is it the backyard where the pool is? You see Samantha.
Yes.
She is she has her nose buried in what seems like kind of a phone, but it's strapped to her wrist, so she's typing one-handed on her wrist. And it's very important stuff. She barely slits her eyes to the pool, but she just walks up to where this group is standing and says, "Oh, it is a bit early in the day to be so dramatic, yes?"
I find an early start always helps whatever you're trying to accomplish the rest of the day.
Oh, I prefer drama to escalate with time, personally. Fireworks are best enjoyed at night, after all. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack.
And Burn, a little off-put by your comment on his burning, will simply respond, "Where is the fun in any experience if you're always waiting for the drama? Drama can always grow, but it can rarely be too small." I didn't mean rarely, the opposite of rarely.
Perhaps it's fair, but my drama tends to live behind a screen, so it could just be a matter of taste.
And that's actually very profound to Burn, and Burn will consider that deeply and think, your name, if I remember from the what's the hotel, the Continental, you are Samantha, right?
Oui, I am Samantha, and I must assume from the artistry at display that you are Burn.
I am indeed Burn. I see that my reputation precedes me, and then realizes that he wrote it on a pool,
Yes.
but decides not to comment and just goes like, "Yes, well, I was having trouble. I cannot figure out how to format a PDF."
Oh. Well, yes. Given the amount of rays on your head, I assume this is an age issue. Hand me the phone or laptop or iPad or whatever you want. I
And
will take care of
out
it for you.
emerges a Nokia brick.
Sir, this phone does not open PDFs. That is your first problem.
Burn mind is blown. You've just solved the ultimate technological problem
But
by
it has
looking
a
at it.
very good game on it called Snake. When you are waiting for your target, it is a really good way to spend time. So I do commend you on your taste.
And Burn thinks you're now a technological genius because you could look at a phone and know what it could and could not do. And so Burn has decided that if it's going to be his one last job before he goes into Octothorpe devices, that he's going to spend it making sure that Samantha survives as well.
Oh, friendos.
Would like to propose a friendship.
Okay.
All right, we've got a friendship. Please mark it on the list on both characters that you have a friendship going both ways. How about the other two? What do you guys think?
I don't know. I don't think we really have a strong feeling one way or the other, unless we decide Drill hates Syl.
I think.
There's gonna be one ill person in this group.
Ambivalent is also okay. You don't have to force a relationship.
Honestly, I think if anything, Drill hates Burn. Why would you draw attention to yourself? This is a terrible life plan. You do not do these things. You do not be like, oh, look at me, I'm over here, I'm setting things on fire. Look at me, I'm so fancy. You're an assassin. Show some professionality.
And Burn. Question, Hopper. How old would you guess this balaclava wearing Russian is?
No.
Baklava. Sorry,
Baklava.
this
Thank you.
baklava wearing. wearing
I'm sorry.
That-
What does that look like?
It's Smeargle.
Is it like?
No. It is a
How you hold all
balaclava.
these.
Okay,
It is,
I was like, how much sugar or water am I looking at
I'm
here?
deliberately mispronouncing it wrong because again, bad Hollywood Russian.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay,
I was just
alright.
picturing.
No.
Baklava.
No, we're not.
All
Look,
over the
this is
face.
still John Wick. We're not going that far off the rails. Let's calm the fuck down.
What are her rails?
What?
There were rails.
Yeah. When were there rails?
Before I blew them up.
But Burn will say, you child, I was assassinating when you were still just considering shooting vodka out of an ice cave.
How old do you think I am? Old man.
Burn is solidly convinced that you might be 19.
Amazing. Here's the real question, guys. Is that true?
Fuck yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You just like 19 going on 40. What's going?
19 going on 40 with 1,000 confirmed kills.
Do you pencil in the patches on your beard that haven't grown in?
Like I think you literally like you so I will say that you see that one of the reasons for the baklava is drill. We cut back. I think the our camera pans back to earlier in the night as drill is getting ready, and they are literally preparing to go out. And I think that they definitely look very young, very young, kind of very kind of high cheekbones, very kind of like
Oh.
Cillian Murphy Faye looking motherfucker. Kind of like, but like very androgynous, and you see them literally penciling wrinkles along the edge
Oh wow.
eye lines to further I think underneath the balaclava they've which I just pronounced that too much Lefroy, they have bright green hair. This is a punk rock kid doing the most outrageous, outlandish thing to throw people off their scent, because someday they want to retire.
Thinking ahead at 19, man.
I love it.
See how this works
pretty
out for
dope.
them.
You don't get to like a couple dozen confirmed kills by 19 by just being a slouch. Sometimes you must do what is necessary. You understand?
Also,
Watch
hunt
too many
moose
Bond
and
movies and
squirrel.
learn Russian accents.
What?
Like watch too many Bond movies and learn Russian accents.
It is bad, but it is good for disguising what your host accent really is. Because it is its own thing, you understand?
And Burn is trying to make it one last day, but Burn also wants people to remember him when he's gone, right? And so like that, he's trying a little hard because he wants people to like lift a glass in the memory of that insane guy named Burn who did weird things before he retired. And Burn will light a cigarette and we'll take a long drag, and then we'll just pick it up like this and flick the ash right at Drill. Burn has decided that Drill is not worth his time.
Ooh. Do we think here I'm gonna leave this this is another group question. Do we think Drill is savvy enough? I think that those young teenage whippersnapper reflexes are enough to just like grab the what's the word I'm looking for? It's not the ember, it's the
Yeah.
not the ash. You know what I'm talking about, like the
Yeah.
I
The-
personally
butt?
want to
Yeah.
see a hole burned into that balaclava, so I'm gonna go for
oh, just lets it hit, and it hits right below the eye and starts
Oh.
sizzling, and Drill just
Yeah.
stares at burn as it burns out.
As it burns.
Burn,
Does
baby,
anybody else
burn.
have first burn from Hamilton just stuck in their head? Everything's
Yes,
burn.
just
Okay.
constantly.
I just keep hearing the phrase "feel the burn."
I'm just gonna inside Burn's head. This is a little, backstory for if you end up playing Burn later in the day. Burn is constantly just singing "Burn, baby, burn."
Disco and
Disco and
burn,
burn,
oh, burn, baby. I literally was just thinking that, Ned. Boo.
Amazing.
All right. Do we feel that that's strong enough for a rivalry, or are we just gonna keep it?
Oh, that's a rival.
All right.
Oh, that's
Okay.
Burn just burned their face.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, so please mark it on the list.
BYRN.
Yes. All right. Hopper, do we feel like we've got a good lay of the land with these characters, or?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty comfortable with how that played out.
Okay, great. So we'll kind of like close on this scene, and we'll kind of shift back to Wick as he is at this point all of the characters are kind of getting a notification, maybe like via text, to kind of come back to the madam's headquarters. A large she has an office at the very top of a skyscraper here in New York City, and you're all kind of being brought back here, and Wick is kind of making his way that way. And with that, we've made our introductory scenes, and I think it's a good time to kind of take a quick break. So we've established our group of assassins, and now, unfortunately, it is time for a couple of them to die. The game kind of structures this scene now as the first blood. So we're gonna pull together 4 characters who are going to die. There is no mechanic for this. This is just they're marked for death. And the way that we choose them is that we're going to pick the characters who have the least amount of relationships. So right now we've got Syl, the possible cannibal Carney, and Samantha, the hacker. They both have no relationships, so they are definitely marked for death. And
Samantha
unfortunately,
has a friend.
what do we have in friend? No, you didn't mark it.
I put
True.
Burn in there. Do you not
I
see
didn't.
it?
I do
No.
not see it.
It's literally right here.
Okay, so we definitely at least have Syl. Syl has no friends, no rivals, no screw partners, correct?
The life of
Correct.
Carney is a really hard time.
It's a hard life. Okay, but that means we still need 3 other characters who need to die. So what I'm gonna do is roll a d12, and as long as it's just like 1 connection, because I think the rest of this has like 1 or 2 connections, we'll go. So
Hilda's
It's-
got 2.
Hilda's got 2. So
As
we've
does
got
Burn. As does
Oh.
Justinian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I lost my link. Okay, so I got a 3, a 2, and a 6. So that is Rory fucking Nope. Norp. That is Amanda, and that is Drill, and
Ooh.
Phil, and they are all gonna go. So what we're going to do, unfortunately, are our fan favorites. We're gonna cross them out. So these 4, that's Rory fucking Norp, that's Amanda, that is Drill, and that is Syl. They're all in like the bottom floor of this skyrise. As Wick is kind of coming in, they're there. They've got guns and knives and swords, and they've got a whole series of weapons. But Wick just throws in some flashbangs. Everything is misty and dark, and all of a sudden, they just get bullets straight to the head. Boom, boom, boom. 4 bodies on the ground. No mercy. That's just how the man operates. And those 4 characters are gone. The next floor, and then he goes up this. He goes up the elevator. He's gonna go systematically up all of these floors. So now that
Facts.
the scene is set, we'll say that the madam herself, she's got some kind of monitor. Maybe she's looking in on a surveillance, a CCTV screen, and seeing all of these four gone, and she marks it like these four are gone. But you know what? She still has 8 more assassins who are the best at their field, as weird as they are. And so we're gonna move on to them. Um, Okay, so here now we're going to shift. We're actually going to do the mechanics. I've sent all of the players a link to my card table. And of course, now I can't find it. You'll be able to see that you all have a position on the table and that we're going to deal cards. Every person is going to get 1 card for their character, as well as an additional card for their relationship. So, let's see who. Let me double check the rules 1 quick second. We're gonna go to floor 1. Yeah, we're gonna go to no, floor 1. Everybody was dead, so we're gonna go to floor 3. We're gonna go up every other floor. Who do you all want to play in this round? We're gonna start again with Ned. We're going to go counterclockwise on my screen. Who would you like to play for this round?
Well, I rolled a random number generator, and it turns out that I'm wearing a bad Men's Warehouse. And so I'm going to be playing Devereaux. And Devereaux is going to be very perturbed that Mr. Wick is here, but also convinced he can crush him by squeezing him with his big hands.
I love it. So we get a card for Devereaux, and then he also has a friendship with Karen. So he also gets an additional card here. And if you want to check your cards without me seeing it, you can drag them down to the bottom of your screen, and those cards will only be visible to you. Puja, who would you like to play for this scene?
It seems as though I shall be playing Justin Aberfieldy Smuckery III now.
You want to beat somebody with a jam jar. All right.
course.
So, Puja, you get 1 card for Justinian, but then you also get 2 additional cards because you have 2 relationships. That's a friendship with Amanda and a rivalry with Tilda. All right. And Hopper, who would you like to play?
I have rolled people that are unavailable 7 times in a row now.
That
trend
I scaled down to a
continues.
D8 for that reason.
That's a good life choice.
I'm just using that Google random number generator and clicking it till I get something.
Yeah, that's what I just did, but with a D12. Well there. Wait, did we have a voice for Karen? Because y'all.
Karen, she was just like, I would call her
was just
bubbly and had a kind of upper tilt,
like a little bit of Valley Girl. Like
I
just kind of like a
guess.
little,
A little bit of
this.
up talk at the end of your
A little bit
sentence.
of uptight. Yeah, you know, like that whole thing when you do the thing. Yeah, no, totally, guys.
fine.
Yeah, this is fine. Everything's fine.
Love it.
So
How are you?
yeah, Karen / screenwriter / assistant to influencer, barista, all those things.
Yeah, all
My
those
friend
things.
came to play.
John Wick thinks he's gonna kill people with pencils. I'll show him how that really works.
Oh, I love it. So, Karen, you get a card for you, and then also you get a card for your friendship with Devereaux. So 2 cards. All right. And Zach, who would you like to play this scene?
Oh my god, I think I'm gonna play you just hear the plucking of the strings on a mandolin as Scrap Manley is kind of tuning in, as it were, just noodling on the mandolin.
As it weren't. In.
Scraps Manley. You get 1 card for Scraps, and then also a card for his screwing relationship with Tilda. So 2 cards. All right. So everybody take a chance to check out your cards, see what you've got. Now, I'm going to play John, and he's going to unveil a card. I'm going to choose someone that I'm going to kill. I can choose either 1 person or all of you, either way. And when I unveil my card,
Sounds chaotic.
who my target is has to show either, if you want to live, you have to show a high card. You have to beat my card. And if you lose, then I get to kill you. No questions asked. That's just how the dice roll. Oh, the cards roll. Now, if I picked character A and you have a connection with character A, you can play your card to either kill that person or save that person, but you still have to beat my high card. Okay. And remember, for the sequence of cards, it's number first and then suits, and that's bloody beats black and sharp beats round. I put the sequence of the suits in the Discord, but that's the way that we're gonna do it. So I think.
Quick question.
Yes.
In the way that this plays out, do you like solve the mechanic, like we all play our cards and then we role play what that means, or does it play out simultaneously? I
like to do it. I pick my target, we show our cards, and then I'll let the target, if they lose, narrate how they die.
Great.
Yeah. Let's make it like super dramatic. So in this case, you know, John Wick is not my character, but I don't think he really likes Wonderwall. So Scraps Manley, he's going to turn to you, and I am going to play a Jack of Diamonds.
Oh no!
A Jack of Diamonds.
Oh no!
And if you can't, can anybody save them?
Scraps Manley's partners aren't here.
They aren't. And so, Scraps, what you have to play a card.
I have I believe, let me double check. I have a King of Spades.
Oh, Scraps makes it.
So, Scraps, I see that, like, all right, so Scraps, what is your weapon of choice? How are you going to stand against Wick?
I think what ends up happening is as I am finishing the closing bars of Wonderwall, I think that
wonder what's in a wonder wall. That's a joke for 3 people. If you're here, say it in the chat.
And I think the elevator dings right as I am putting the mandolin in the case, and then suddenly draw a Glock with a silencer on it, and then basically duck behind a very artistically conveniently placed column, and while firing out suppressing fire as the doors open, and Keanu Reeves deftly ducks out of the way of the shot, and I take cover behind the column and just say Wonderwall.
It is a wonder wall. In fact, that wonder wall saves you as like bullets kind of go from Wick and just embed in the concrete there. Because you survived, everybody will now use their counter to go up 1, because you all get survival points. Now, survival points mean that so for the remainder of this scene, if you want to, you can discard a card and draw a new one for every survival point that you have. And you can do this at any time during the scene. And once this scene is over, you can, it'll refresh, it'll go back to 0. And as far as like the mechanic of the scene goes, once I go through each character, whether or not they live or die, once I go through all of the players, end of scene, we'll go to the next one, and in this case we're gonna go up another floor.
Got it.
So
how do I pick a new card? I guess
I love this game.
It's really good, isn't it? It's very fun. You don't get if you want to kind of like move your card up and tell me that you want a new one, and I'll give you another card.
I'm going to get rid of that one.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a new card. It's in your pile right now.
Thank you.
Okay, perfect. All right. So Scraps Manley, you managed to escape the bullets, and you're doing suppressive fire on John Wick. So now he's turning his attention to. I think he's gonna go for Justinian.
course
You
he
seem
is.
like another target. So I get to draw a new. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna put this right here. So I'm gonna do a new card. And Justinian, can you beat an ace of diamonds?
Are aces high or
Oh,
low?
no.
Aces are high.
No,
Isn't that
this is
the
a trump
highest
card. It's the highest card in the
your
game.
It is
deck?
the highest card in the game. And I will note, once the scene is over, I'm gonna recall all the cards.
Great.
So
Ooh.
definitely spend them like you stole them. All right.
Yo, it looks like Tilda
it's-
was right.
It sounds like Jam Junkie is about to eat it.
Oh, what do you got, Justinian?
The best card I have is that.
What is it? It's an 8 of hearts.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, does not be. So, Justinian, you are faced with with Baba Yaga himself. How does she bite it?
Justinian hears the cover fire go off, and she runs towards the staircase. Except she has these beautiful designer heels on, and there's always that rule that you should never run in heels, but she's too classy a woman to ever take her shoes off because they're uncomfortable. But her heel catches on the edge of a chipped tile, and she twists her ankle, and you see her hobbling away as John Wick just slowly advances upon her, and she just hobbles, and eventually he runs her down, and he stands over her, gun out. The camera looks up to see just John Wick over a gun in his hand, and she says, "Tell them I'm not a smucker."
You say that, and like the camera kind of like focuses on John Wick's face, and just her blood just splatters as he pulls the trigger, and Justinian is gone.
We
And
gotta go, guys.
we gotta go. And as you have now played a character who has died, I'm going to give you a character piece, and these we're going to mark character deaths throughout all of the scenes. So as you accumulate them, we'll come to that resolution once the game ends. But like for now, you've got at least one character death.
Okay.
All right. Who else do we have again? Could you please remind me? I'm so sorry.
That's why I've been
Def-
changing my name in the Skype chat, because it's just
I-
too hard to keep track.
Devereaux, and who else?
Well, hey there, it's me, Karen.
Karen. All right.
Taking notes for her next movie.
Yeah, this is great material, guys. If you could, when you scream, if you could do it in like this really heartfelt way.
Unfortunately, Karen, you look like a very easy target. So Wick is going to go after you next. And
Don't forget, you can change out your card.
Oh, and also those who have survived, please note that you've survived one more time. So you go from 1 to 2. So if you need to change out your cards, you can, but you have survived another
And we subtract one when we spend one, right?
Correct. Yes.
And do these carry
So I don't
over, or
have
does it
any.
go back to 0?
Where every scene they'll go back to 0.
Okay, so I'm
So
changing out
burn,
both my
burn,
cards
baby,
because I had
burn.
rough cards.
All right. So Ned, you're gonna get another
8
card
high,
right
rough?
over here. Did you say both cards?
I changed out one of both of my cards. Yes.
Okay, so you get 2 cards. Here you go. So we're
Thank
gonna
you.
pull you back down to 0. Let that down. And Karen, or do you want to change your cards? Are you good to go?
No, I'm feeling pretty confident. I've got
All right.
this.
You got
Thank
this?
you.
Oh.
These are my discards. Also, shout out to you. The swap over was real great. Devereaux's ready. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. So, Karen, can you beat a Jack of Hearts?
Oh, it's so funny that you should mention that. Like, so I heard this story about you killing somebody with like a number 2 HB pencil, and I really have to say you should up your game. Like, I use a Statler 3mm, and like you should upgrade to mechanical because I've got like a King of Diamonds.
Oh,
Go fuck
A
yourself,
King of Diamonds.
Baba
All right.
Yaga. Get
Do you want to?
good.
Yeah, let's narrate that. So, how do you think that that Karen escapes Wick in this moment?
I think this is literally one of the things where it's the most kind of Deus Ex Machina situation where like Karen's just like, oh my gosh, and like following like literally around the corner as Justinian dies, and he's just like scribbling frantically, and then John Wick like turns and like fires off a couple shots, and Karen's like, oh shit, fuck, and scampers up these stairs, scampers up a flight of stairs, and then when John Wick turns the corner and pops, sees a flicker of movement from one of these unnamed associates, and Karen's just like literally just sitting there in the corner, like there's some sort of fancy Tiffany lamp, and she just sits down and just really quickly scribbles something as John Wick murders a room full of people.
Yeah, absolutely. But she manages to get it, to make it. So everybody who has survived this round, please increase your survival count to 1. Okay.
Do I draw a card? Or...
If you want to, I mean, you do have the survivor points. If you
You
want to
don't.
draw.
You don't get refresh your hand hops. You have to spend a thing to get a card, or you get, so you're down a card.
So I'm just down a card. I can upgrade, but okay.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So that leaves, I believe, Devereaux.
Devereaux. Bring it.
All right, are
Rick.
you ready to go?
Karen's
Ready.
friend.
Yep. Can you beat a Queen of Spades?
So let me tell you how this goes down.
Clubs. There we go.
So
Can Karen save you?
don't worry, Devereaux's fine. So as Wick, this is a back to references for one person in the chat. Anyone here a fan of Cats Don't Dance? Devereaux is now Max from Cats Don't Dance. He's just large and silhouetted, and he can't hide anywhere. But he's also so large, it's nearly impossible to stop him. And so Wick spins and sees a guy hiding behind a pillar who's wider than the pillar, and takes 2 shots, catching Devereaux in both shoulders and spinning him out. But weirdly nimble, Devereaux rolls out of it and charges Wick and
Oh my
shoulders
gosh.
Wick into that same stairwell that was brought up earlier, and like dives him in, throwing him down the stairs as he throws a king of clubs.
Oh.
Tossing John Wick down the stairs and then slamming the door, tossing in an explosive of some kind that he hopes will catch the Baba Yaga inside. Devereaux turns back to Karen and goes, "Are you okay?"
Oh, thank you. Are you? How about you? You did you got shot. Are you?
No,
hey.
I make jokes that this is a Men's Warehouse suit, but let's be real, I'm an assassin with money. This is bulletproof as fuck.
Oh, you're so funny. All right.
And Devereaux will
is that rifle grade or pistol grade? It's for the. I gotta include that in the screen.
It's pistol grade. I'm not that good. I'm not John Wick. And then he will pick up something unnecessarily large to try and put in front of the door to block the Baba Yaga from coming back in.
Perfect.
And I say it's an incredibly tacky ceramic urn with
Of
a
course.
fern in it.
The madam is very rich, but she doesn't necessarily have taste. So
I
you're
love it.
And as
Broke as fuck.
Yeah, you throw the explosive, and as this kind of fun, cute, meet cute conversation happens, the explosive goes off, and Wick is kind of blown back, just flying through the air. A couple of mooks got hit as well, but you know what? We don't care about them. They have no names, so it's fine.
Brutal, Desiree.
Absolutely. And Zach, who do you have again?
I have what's his name? Manly? Scraps Manly.
Scraps Manly.
Scram.
As
Look,
played-
Zach made it.
He's the
know.
only one who could
He's the only-
survive this.
As
Yes.
played by Bruce Campbell.
He
Yeah.
actually made it, so we're good. We've gone through the whole, all 4, and all of you have escaped, and you're going up the sky.
I
You're
dead.
dead. We got 1 dead, so I'm gonna recall all of the cards,
Nice.
UK couldn't handle it, bro.
and please reset your counters back to 0. We're going to recall all the cards, please. And we're going to start the next new scene. Okay, so we are now, let's see, First Blood was on the first floor, and that was on the third floor, so we're now on the fifth floor. We've only had one death, so who would like to go? Puja, I'll let you pick next on the. Who would you like to play here on the fifth floor?
Somewhere here, there's a dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like it's my turn to play Karen.
Oh!
Okay, so Karen gets to live to see another day. She gets 1 card for Karen and 1 card for her friend Devereaux.
Does she
Aw.
get a card? Oh no,
BFFs.
survivor points reset. Right.
Yes,
right.
survivor points do reset. And then Hopper, who would you like to play this round?
I should have been on the ball on that. Let's see. That's a. Oh, somewhat ironically. Well, hi there. I'm gonna go ahead and play Devereaux. then.
Devereaux. So we got a
Is anyone
last-
getting like big what's the guy from Of Mice and Men?
Oh,
Lenny.
yeah,
Lenny.
it's
Getting
it's
too
Lenny.
big Lenny vibes.
Yeah.
I want to see the rabbits.
Exactly.
No.
I like the idea that this is an intellectual Lenny who's like knows exactly one thing, and that one thing is Shakespeare.
Yeah.
There you
Which
go.
bear
two
with
thi-
me,
It's
because
a lot.
What bone to break to sever your spinal cord? He's still an assassin.
murder
Murder Shakespeare.
and Shakespeare.
Murder
Yeah.
Shakespeare. Here we go. So Devereaux gets 1 card for himself, and then 1 additional card for his friendship with Karen.
Yay.
And yay, Zach, who would you like to play?
Oh my God, who do? Oh, Samantha's gonna try to hack the Gibson.
Have the Gibson. That's a card for Samantha and 1 for her friendship with Byrne. And Ned, who would you like to play?
Well, let me tell you about the return of the aggressive monocle-wearing Tilda.
Yes.
Drawn at random, but here to hate England.
I love it. We got a card for Tilda and a card for the rivalry with Justinian.
And I believe a screw with Scraps
Yeah.
Manley.
Oh, and a screw with Scraps Manley. You get 2 cards. Thank you very much.
None of
Didn't
them
see
are in
that.
the game, but here we are.
It still counts, to be quite honest. All right. So.
Nice, Hopper. Nice.
Right.
Oh, I'm
I-
Karen now.
You are Karen now.
No, I'm telling Hopper.
You know what? Wick is really upset that they let Devereaux go. So Devereaux's gonna be so we're gonna target Devereaux for this first
Oh.
round. Here we go.
Not my beautiful big boy.
I know.
I like that dude.
We all like that dude, but Wick, you know, he wants to leave this life behind and marry his wife. So here we go. Can you beat? Oh, it's easy. 2 of diamonds.
Real
Devereaux.
question is, can I beat a 2 of diamonds?
Can you beat a 2 of diamonds?
Holy shit, my draws though. So I think John Wick is gonna come up against a little more than he bargained for. If you want a pound of flesh from me, sir, you're gonna have to try a little harder.
Ooh.
An ace of clubs.
clubs.
All
Ace of
right. So
clubs.
how do you escape death this moment, Devereaux?
I think so you see this big guy just kind of everybody's hustling up to the second floor, and you see John Wick coming up. I think he's swapped from a pistol to an assault rifle.
Okay.
And just kind of noses around he's pieing the corners, and he comes around, and you just see Devereaux grab the barrel of this let's say an M4 like kind of pattern rifle, and just bend it forward, and then slam John Wick against the wall, punch him, and then throw him back down the stairs.
Oh, he's just
Devereaux's
tumbling.
really into stair throwing.
I love it.
I love it. I
Work
mean,
with what
come
you
on.
got.
Exactly.
Karen thinks it's like a wonderfully unique character trait that really just makes Devereaux pop.
Right.
The
She gonna add
bard
that to his
teaches
screenplay?
us that we should use our scenery to our advantage.
Does he?
Do you ask that as a player or as a character? I don't know what voice I'm doing.
No,
It's a little piratey. I like it though.
What the hell is happening to Deborah?
Deborah is trying to perform now. I think that's what's going on. The reality is that Hopper has a voice that he uses for the very large characters that are male. They do this voice, and I just unplugged my monitor, so I can't see any of you.
It's for the best.
I know.
It is.
It's really,
It is.
really.
So do
Alright.
we get one survival point?
Yeah, so
All of
everybody
us?
gets everybody in this round gets a survival point because Devereaux threw Wick down the stairs.
I'm ditching a card to get a new card.
Okay,
It might
absolutely.
be, but I can't
Same.
see anything.
Okay,
Same
so
here.
please pull. Yeah, I'll put it in the discard, and I will pull your own cards. I trust you, all of you. I see little
Thank you.
cards flying away. I love it.
Mhm.
Okay,
Oof.
all right. So everybody's got their new cards, and then also if you took a card, please reset your counter back one down.
Yep.
This case now, he's gonna go from Devereaux naturally to Karen, because
Oh my
Karen,
God.
you know, he heard her voice asking about all these questions. So, Karen, can you beat a 5 of spades?
Probably.
Yeah, so John is gonna like come up the stairs for Karen, and Karen looks down at her hands and just goes, "Oh shit!" And she throws her pen, and she throws her pen down the stairs. And what you don't know about Karen is, amongst the very many hats she wears, expert dart thrower is also one of them. When she was in college, she used to hustle like guys at bars who just thought she was, you know, vapid and dumb, which I mean,
Right.
she's one of those two. But so she takes a pencil and she like throws it down on John, and it like sticks right in this, like right under this bone here on his face. And while he's distracted doing that, she is going to run away and literally hide behind Devereaux.
She can.
Okay.
Big dude, wide dude.
I know. And what did you play? You play a 7 of spades. Perfect. No, that is perfect. Devereaux can cover you, cover Karen, and it works out. Wick's he's kind of still recovering from Devereaux throwing him, and now he's got a pencil jabbed in his cheek, which he immediately just like pulls out and just kind of throws in anger, and turns over to Tilda. Tilda, can you? Oh, actually, before we go that, everybody, you get a survivor point. So if you
Nice.
need to change out your cards again, we can do that right now. Otherwise, Tilda.
What you got?
Tildy, I got a 4 of hearts. Ain't great. Ain't great.
So Tilda, adjusting their monocle. What no one knows about Tilda, because they're so bombastic that they actually keep they're so outward and extroverted that people assume that what you see is what you get, but they keep their cards pretty close to the vest. What you don't know is that monocle is a very precise targeting system.
Oh.
And Tilda all in business mode. Gone is the anger and the fight. Tilda slides out from around the corner down this we're gonna say marble hallway that is
Okay.
just adorned with wide leaf ferns. And Tilda sees John Wick stalking on one of the how dare you stalking on one of the other compatriots, I don't know who. And Tilda comes around and takes like a full sliding into second base, slide down the floor, launching 3 little short blasts of a shoulder-mounted pistol controlled by the monocle with a wink. So she gives 3 quick winks and quickly catches John Wick in the back, but sliding past, so by the time he turns to see who did it, they're gone.
Absolutely gone. No sign of Tilda, just the imprint of the 3 bullets in his back, in his nice black suit. And he is taking care of like some nameless mooks out here, but he knows that Tilda is out here, and he'll have to kind of go at them another day.
Jack of
Um,
Diamonds, by the way.
Jack of Diamonds, it's so good. All right, survivor point for everybody one more time, and then who do we have left?
That would be Samantha.
Samantha the
Samantha.
hacker.
I am going to
Samantha.
trade one card for new draw.
Absolutely, go for it.
Okay.
Check, and then check your new card.
Yes. Okay.
All right, you feel good.
I feel
All
great.
right. So,
I see the Ace of Diamonds coming back out.
all right, so Wick is now looking for a new target, and now that Tilda has like completely just shot him in the back. So we've got a Jack of Spades. Can you beat this, Samantha?
So Samantha, I think, immediately seeing that the entire building, the madam, everyone is in trouble. But Samantha is a talented hacker. And what she is going to do is she is going to hack in a all points bulletin immediately to be transmitted as if it were from the manager of the Continental for an immediate open contract, short-term fill or kill on John Wick for $2 million. And what is going to happen is she is going to hit the return key as he brings probably a tactical shotgun to bear, cocks it like at 45-degree angle, because apparently that's the thing you do, and she is immediately going to put her Toughbook Mac laptop in between. She's gonna close it and put it between herself and Wick, who's gonna fire. But I have a King of Spades, and it's gonna eat all of the damage.
Oh yeah, like this. There's that case that you've got on your MacBook. No joke. It just eats up all of the bullets. And once he realizes it, he kind of like tosses his once he runs out of ammo, he tosses his gun away, and that allows Samantha to kind of like escape up the stairs and to a higher floor as the hit she put out on Wick as well. We kind of get the scenes of the Continental putting in the order, the typewriting, the switchboard, everything's going. More people kind of like surge in through the madam's building, going up from the first floor and then coming up the staircase, and he takes his elevator up to the next floor. So no deaths this scene, but all of the cards and the points reset. So please, I'm going to recall all of the cards again, and we're going
I would like you to know. Sorry, no, that's the wrong character.
That dude's dead.
I want all of you to know that I had the Ace of Diamonds.
Oh.
It's a lot of full deck, yeah.
all
Which-
right.
I
And
would
all
have
the
saved
cards-
you.
All the cards back in, and we're now on the 7th floor. Hopper, would you like to pick a character that you want to play for this scene?
Oh, but would I? All right.
I think I'm gonna start going for
1, 2,
characters
3,
that
4,
have
5,
interactions.
6.
Yeah.
That might make more sense.
Good
One.
stuff.
Oh fuck yeah. Let's see. So I think you see Tank racking the slide, on not the slide, what's the word I'm looking for? The charging lever on a M240B light machine gun.
Perfect.
With a big old box mag ready to
Oof.
go.
Tank's
And
ready
she
to
is
go.
looking she looks pissed.
All right. Perfect. So we got a card for Tank, and
Is
then
she
a
pissed because her
card-
lover's dead?
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah. Rory's dead.
Rory North
Or does
is
she care?
dead.
Rory fucking Norp.
She does not care. Like, he was mediocre at best.
Well, she still gets a card for fucking Rory, so she's good.
Of course she gets a card for fucking Rory. She deserves a medal.
She deserves a goddamn medal, the Nobel Prize for fucking Rory. Zach, who do you want to play for this scene?
Oh God. who's left. Let me go ahead. You know what? Let's just do this again. Another verse of Wonderwall. Let's go Scraps.
Scraps! You get a card for Scraps and a card for his screwing with Tilda. Ned, who would you like to be?
By random number generator, Karen is back to the scene because Karen is here to continue her script, Mozambique Bitch You Didn't, about the Mozambique incident starring Tank.
Love it. So we got a card for Karen and an additional card for her friendship with Devereaux.
Tell me Devereaux's back. How has Karen been in every scene? The dice hate Karen.
I know, right? And Puja, who would you like to be?
Well, first I rolled a 2, but Tank is already in play. And then I rolled a 1, which means our big boy's coming back.
Devereaux!
So, Devereaux, and then an additional card for his friendship with Karen. Okay. So, I think, Karen, Wick is a very skilled assassin, and the fact that Karen keeps evading him is so upsetting that he's going to target you first. So Karen, can you beat a King of Hearts?
Karen. So Karen's new, right?
Yeah.
Karen is a new assassin. Barista, screenwriter, heard a titillating tale of Mozambique and knew that she had to write the biopic of Tank. And Karen, in order to write that biopic, became a halfway acceptable assassin herself, known for killing people with various writing apparati. And is it apparatuses? I'll go with apparatus.
I like apparatus
better. Yeah.
Apparatus sounds more theatrical.
Oh well, not Devereaux. And
Will Devereaux would appreciate it.
And Karen running around the corner with intent on the poetic justice of taking out John Wick with an extended Wick quill pen. Has just one in her back pocket for this occasion, and she sneaks up behind on her light feet, jumping to wrap herself around John Wick and stab through the eye. But unfortunately, Karen is new, and John Wick is John Wick, and Karen slides over John Wick's shoulder, takes the stab, and he rolls out of it with a blade, stabbing for her throat.
Ooh.
Oh.
Karen.
Can my big boy save me?
Can you?
Can my big boy save
against a king, a what of hearts? A king of hearts?
Ooh.
Saws.
My sweet boy, come on!
He
King
got
of hearts, though. Only
Alas.
5 cards in the whole deck that can beat that.
So as Karen hits the deck, having
you do hear Deborah go screaming.
There's exactly.
having whiffed the deck, or whiffed with the wick, lands, and as this blade comes forward and John Wick drops to a knee, spearing her esophagus on the edge of this knife.
No.
As she bleeds out on the floor, he says, "Maybe you should call the manager."
Fuck you.
Oh.
Fuck you.
Okay. And that is it for Karen. We're gonna write her off of the list. Karen is no longer pickable, and you, Ned, get a game piece to show that you played the character that has died. So,
Also, you get a demerit for that.
of course.
Or
Do I?
we all get, the rest of us get 1 point, right?
No, you don't get a point because no one
Oh.
survived this round. So this is how this goes. It's like if someone gets killed, you don't get an additional point. You can't change your cards.
Oh.
So
Yes.
as Karen is dying, we hear Devereaux scream, and Wick immediately turns his attention to Devereaux. So Devereaux, can you beat a 10 of diamonds?
Oh no!
Big boy!
Big boy.
Big boy, I can't save you. I'm dead.
Well, so seeing his best buddy, his only buddy, insert Shakespeare quote about Mercutio plaguing upon both houses, he runs in to be like, no, and he like thunders down the hallway, and he tries to drop to his knees to catch Karen's bodies in his arms, but instead his own momentum gets the better of him, and he rolls directly into John Wick. John Wick trips over him, but John Wick is a lot faster on his feet, and so as Devereaux scrambles and says, "Not my friend," John.
Oh no! 10 of clubs.
Oh, my boy! We abandoned my boy!
Pulls out a gun, a big gun for a big boy, and actually says, "Sorry, I know you're just being loyal."
And that is the
and
end.
kills him dead.
Keanu's so nice. Why is Keanu gotta be so nice?
Because, he just can't help it. And that is the end of Devereaux. So that's a game piece for Puja for playing the scene of Devereaux. And we remove him off the list. Thank you for whoever did that. Our big boy, he's gone.
Oh, no.
I know.
Big boy.
Big boy. So who do we have left?
We got Scraps.
And
Scraps Manly.
And Tank.
And Tank. Oh,
Guys,
gosh.
just to be clear, in this scene, John Wick's 2 for 2.
I know, right?
He was not pleased that he let all of you go in the last scene. So he's going for blood. Let's go with Tank. Tank, Wick has heard of you. Everybody has heard about that thing that you did in Mozambique, though no one's quite sure what happened there. So Tank, can you beat a Queen of Diamonds?
Oh my god!
The Queen of Diamonds is in play.
Holy shit!
So unless Bruce Campbell's got something, I ain't got shit.
Oh no.
Bruce Campbell, Scraps, you got nope.
Scraps has got nothing. Oh man.
That's
Oh,
a 6 of spades. It was that or a 6 of clubs.
I know. Tank. All right,
so-
what happens with Tank?
So yeah, seeing this,
All our heroes.
you see Tank. She kind of runs her hand through her hair, very with the sense of finality, and just goes, "Big guy, huh? Baba Yaga, these violent delights have violent ends." And starts unloading with this machine gun, and John Wick just easily kind of spins, goes behind this giant fucking another one of these super tacky ceramic urns, and then just pops out, kind of slides across the floor and just fires off 3 shots from another pistol that he's stripped off the body of one of these henchmen, and just you just see one in the solar plexus, one in the right in the collarbone area, and then you just see boom right in the forehead. You see Tank fall backwards, her finger still in a death grip on that machine gun trigger.
If it's any consolation, Karen didn't have to see that.
She would have been so her screenplay would have been phenomenal. Let's be honest here.
Look, it's still sitting there on her dead body. Maybe someone will find it.
Yeah, maybe.
And you know what? You gotta say, Karen is a hustler. She had 4
Look,
jobs.
we've
4
all
jobs,
been
y'all.
there.
We have.
4 jobs. And
Who
an
among
expert
us has not
charts
hustled
person?
like Karen?
I know, but is your side hustle an assassination job?
I don't think anybody can hustle as.
Look,
will
the
say,
gig
I've
economy
never
is
heard-
weird. The gig economy is weird.
I've never murdered people for money, but I guess I try to murder children's characters for money.
Yeah, fair.
Almost the
For money,
same.
right?
It's really tomato.
Right, exactly.
Tomato, totally.
And that is the end for Tank. So Hopper, you get
3
a game.
for 3.
3 for 3.
Oh my god,
Is-
John Wick.
All right. Scraps.
Can you imagine
Oh.
that the original thing where you're all playing like just people trying to survive and it's just a murderer getting you home?
God, that's so distressing.
I know, right? Scraps. We got. Wick is looking at you. You're the last assassin on this floor. There's like just bodies littering this marble hallway. Do you? Ooh, a 4 of spades.
Scraps is gonna make it.
Scraps
Do
will
it,
make
Scraps.
it.
Yeah,
You're making
Scraps
it.
is gonna make it.
At which point, Scraps like just looks at John Wick and just says, "Don't look back in anger." And he grabs his mandolin, and as John Wick is pointing the gun towards him, suddenly pulls the neck of the guitar out of it into a bladed neck, and just like forces John back and slices the edge of his palm, and then just books it past him as I play an 8 of hearts.
Woo!
Woohoo!
Did. Yeah, you managed, like, as he's stumbling back and he's checking his bleeding, you managed to escape him and go up the stairs, up to the next couple of floors. And that is this scene. Okay, so no numbers to adjust. We're just gonna recall all of the cards. Ooh, that was a brutal one. Recall all, please. All right. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. This, my friends, is our last scene.
Oh no!
We are
Oh
going
my
to go
god.
until the very end because
That happened so fast.
I know.
We survived the whole scene. It's fine. We'll go on
I
forever.
know.
We made it so long.
I know, and then now it's just like very good. So with this scene, we are going to play until only one of you makes it, no matter what.
It's gotta be Scraps.
So-
It's gotta be Scraps.
Yeah. So Zach, it is your turn to pick the first. If you're your character, who would you like to be here?
Okay, I think I can't play. I'm not gonna play Scraps again, but I'm not gonna play Samantha. Oh, Burns 1 day away from retirement.
Oh yeah,
Burns
yeah,
made
absolutely.
it, guys.
Burns fucking nutcase
Burns
is gonna make
retiring.
it.
Burns retiring tomorrow, so we got a
The
card
worst
for Burn.
Like,
And-
Burns gonna like set orphanages on fire as like a retirement plan.
Yeah, you gotta have
This
a
is
hobby.
probably bad.
Gotta have
He's
a
a
hobby.
very nice man. How dare you?
He just wants to like set a lot of candles. So we've got a card for Burn, and then he has 2 relationships, one with Samantha and one with Drill. So he gets 2 additional cards.
Nice.
Samantha's still in play too. They can protect each other.
I know this
True.
is a good one. And then Ned, who would you like to be?
Well, let me tell you here. Zipping up his leather jacket and slinging a mandolin on his back. By random number generator, Scraps Manley is back to play.
Scraps, Manly. We got here, so that's a card for Ned for Scraps, and then a card for Tilda.
And who is also still in play?
I know.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, Puja, who would you like to be?
Since I have played Samantha before, I will go with Tilda.
Tilda, you got a card for you, your monocle-wearing accountant, and then Justinian is your rival, so we get an extra card for you. And then Hopper.
I get one for Scraps too.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
don't
go for
forget
Scraps.
about me.
I'm telling you,
I am going to brutalize all of you because I have one option left, and that is Samantha.
Samantha.
And
Get ready
guess,
for that good French accent.
Guess what's the one accent I cannot do to save my life next to German?
Okay.
So
Here,
2
repeat
accents?
it. Repeat after me, Hopper. Ready? Say ho ho ho.
I'm so sorry to our
I do not
French
think you
viewers.
understand.
I'm so sorry
And
to our
say
French viewers.
baguette.
Desiree, I do not understand exactly what you are trying to say to me.
Liza would break all of you in half. Oh my god.
I know. It's just so bad.
So my cousin is actually
Hey,
a
we make
professional
fun of Brits
French.
too. It's okay.
Dude.
My cousin's a professional French teacher, so I'm sorry, Aggie.
It's okay.
We sorry we did
We're ridiculous. No one should be taking us seriously anyway.
This
Exactly.
is quite simply unacceptable.
Just be Fleur Delacour. Just bring it on.
Be the fleur. Be the
Yeah.
fleur.
Okay. So
I see nothing wrong with this.
we so we're gonna say despite the fact that we're going like every other floor, we're now gonna go all the way up to the madam's floor, which is the 13th floor. She is waiting. You are the 4 assassins that are going to keep her alive, just barricading yourselves in her boardroom as she is there. Let's see, who do we have left?
Hello, Angela.
I know.
Tilda says, because Tilda knows everybody's name.
Ooh. Let's see. Samantha. Oh, sorry. You are an well, that is an easy target, but you know, Wick is probably underestimating you. We'll see. He has a 10 of diamonds. Can you beat a 10 of diamonds? And if you can't, that's an opportunity for Burn to maybe possibly save you.
Let's see. I can help out.
Ooh. What we got, Samantha? What you got for me?
Oh shit, am I Samantha?
You are
Samantha, bro.
I was wondering.
Bro, what's happening?
I forgot who I was. I was looking at the Devereaux thing.
Mr. Wick, there seems to be some issue with your accounts. It says here that you were here to kill us, but it seems that you are in fact here to die. And she clicks a
He's Russian
tablet.
Yeah,
You know
don't worry
what?
about
I
it.
can't do French. All
French,
right,
Russian,
y'all.
it's fine, it's fine,
We
it's fine.
established this.
Is there?
I grabbed my baguette and put it inside the Nutella.
From which it emerges
You
a
are,
prick.
you are, as you say, a mot de fromage. Please.
The Eiffel Tower.
Valkyrie Blue!
You cannot
Remove
get past me.
yourself
There
from
is a
this.
wall.
Remove yourself from the building, please. And she is going to detonate an explosive charge below his feet using what appears to be an Amazon Kindle Fire.
Of course. Isn't that good?
Sponsors of Manapot Studios. What
No. It's
Sponsor us!
I mean,
They own Twitch.
yeah,
It was-
yeah. I guess you owned. Yeah. I love our
Hopper,
robot overlords.
Sponsor us! Shh, Hopper.
One of
Is
those
it
times
fine?
you just shut up and take the money.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah. Fuck you, Pinion. And she clicks the button and an explosive charge goes off beneath John Wick's feet. There's a circle of fire as a series of like deck cord explodes on the ceiling of the floor below, and he drops out from underneath from out of the camera. Like you see like a piece of this ceramic tile scar his face artfully, and blood runs down as he plummets down and lands with this like oomph as I play an ace of spades.
Oh,
The ace of spades.
Yeah,
Shout out to Lemmy.
you make it. All right, everybody. One up. Add 1 to your survivor count, please.
Desiree, I will be immediately spending that just to be
Yeah.
a bum.
Absolutely,
Me as well.
go for it, please.
Same.
do.
Okay. Didn't get much better.
Go for
Hey,
it.
all right. I can do that. Well,
Okay, I need
I-
to draw one. Hold on.
Spent mine as
Whoop.
well.
uh-oh.
It's okay.
All right.
Spoilers.
Fine. That's okay. All right, everybody's got their new cards, correct?
Wait.
Oui?
Ooh.
All right,
Where?
in order to Samantha, we will continue with the French accent. Let's see. With the, Samantha detonated an explosive and Wick is falling down. And I think that with the fire, I think Burn kind of catches Wick's attention with this. So Burn, can you beat? Let's see, we got here
Oof.
an ace of clubs. An
Ooh.
eight of clubs, sorry.
I think what was it? I think I don't think anybody can help me. Can anybody help me?
You're
Who
my
are you?
friend.
Burn?
We have
Yeah,
Burn.
burn.
So we got Samantha.
Samantha can.
As
Samantha can.
strange as you are, little man, I find myself. You have a certain je ne sais quoi. Mr. Wick, would you kindly, once again, would you please exit the building? And I will spend my 10 of spades.
Nice.
Elf John Wick.
Nicely done.
To I think in this case to comically drop a chandelier using a small debt charge that she's also planted above. There is a massive.
I told you
crystal
she
chandelier.
hacked the building long before she got in here.
Yeah, like she
Absolutely.
showed up, she hacked everything, she put explosives everywhere. Like Samantha knows what's up.
Samantha's the real OG.
So
Samantha's the real OG.
I misheard Desiree, and I thought you said ace, and I didn't hear eight.
I know. I corrected myself right after, but I apologize.
But I can. Well, I will say this. Why don't I just go ahead? Why don't you keep that, Hops? I am gonna go ahead and play the 9 of clubs.
Wait. Oh, sure. I was gonna say, what if Hops saves you and now you're on the hook to save Hops?
Exactly. That's also well, we can do it either way.
We can do it either way. Oh wait, that's a narrow escape. Like, Wick is trying to, he pulls himself back up towards the floor that you're on, and the hole that he was in, and he's trying to get to Bird, but Bird manages to escape. So now Wick is going to turn his attention to Tilda of the monocle.
And we all gain a survivor point, yeah?
You do all get a
Yeah.
survivor points if you need to.
Whoop, whoop.
I
If
will
you
be
need to-
spending that point immediately, Desiree.
As
Go
will
for
I.
it.
Oh my god.
No! I got a worse card!
So I should go for you.
Oh yes. All right. It's gonna be fine. I promise. It's gonna be fine.
All right.
Ugh. Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made.
Keep in mind, I'm not spending my shit.
All right. Okay, so Tilda,
Yes.
can you beat a 6 of spades?
So, as John Wick emerges from whatever chandelier rubble under which he lays, Tilda adjusts her monocle and her her spy cam, and basically she perches herself on the edge of the whatever lady's desk, and it's just like, Jonathan Sebastian Wick. This is also very good. Because yes, she knows.
That's
everything.
canon now.
It is canon now. We'll take it.
And she's like,
Someone
Somebody
call Keanu.
Call Keanu. Tell him that like yeah, that's how it works now.
Of course.
I thought we've already had this discussion once. I guess we have to have it again. And she is going to unleash from a relatively innocuous looking handgun a barrage of bullets, forcing John to flee and take cover.
Yep.
With a
With
Queen
that
of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts. Oh, amazing. You do it. Everybody gets another survival point round.
Yes.
I'll
And
stay.
I will immediately spend that card. Guys, I went back to the to roughly the first card I discarded, so we're not getting better.
Oh yeah, I'm spending my second one too.
It got
That-
worse. It
Both of
got
mine were worse.
We have got, by the way, we've got a group of elite mooks over here. It's amazing.
I know, it's fantastic. All right, so everybody has now changed out their cards. Hopefully, I can kill you now. So, Scraps Manly.
Scraps Manly
No.
can go toe to toe with John Wick. Let's do this.
Let's do this. Scraps Manly, what do you got against a Jack of Spades?
So let me tell you what happens.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So John Wick knows he's hunting a hunter. And John Wick has
I'm sorry, I
laid
just
a
spat up all over myself.
I know.
A hunter as played by Bruce Campbell.
As
Yes,
played
sir.
by Bruce Campbell. And John Wick has laid a trap for Scraps Manly.
Yeah.
And that trap is John Wick has set up near a window where there are no overhead lights, so just the moonlight silhouetting through the softly wafting curtains, because it's an office, I don't know. and it's just a cardboard cutout of John Wick, but it looks suspiciously like John Wick, and Scraps Manley is fooled. And Scraps Manley sneaks around the corner. He doesn't play with any fancy weapons. He's got a simple pistol, a silencer, and he whips around the corner to put 3 in the chest of John Wick, where John Wick sneaks around the corner to put 3 in the chest of Scraps Manley. But Scraps Manley saw this coming. And out of the ceiling comes Scraps Manley with a mandolin on his back, because if John Wick really knew Scraps Manley, he would have known that the animatronic Scraps Manley that he keeps in a back pocket to just unfold at will doesn't have a mandolin. That's the tell. And he plays a queen of clubs to kick John Wick in the side of the head and try to put 3 bullets in his head. But unfortunately, John Wick is John Wick, who rolls, spins, jumps one of those weird ceramic urns, courtesy of Hopper's improv earlier, and slides around the corner.
All right, so that's another survival. We got a round for everybody.
I've only got 1 card left, and I'm gonna turn it in with that survival point.
Let's do
Hex
it.
yeah.
As you change out your cards,
Are people putting cards back on the deck or in a discard
No.
pile?
Discard pile.
Great.
Yeah, usually you put on the discard pile and I'll move them over to
Got it.
the thing. I have a random question for you, Ned.
Yeah.
So, with the cardboard cutout of
John Wick. Yeah.
do we feel that Keanu Reeves exists in this world? Is this a cardboard cutout of Neo? Is this a cardboard cutout of Bill?
No. This is John Wick went
God,
and posed for a cardboard cutout that he strategically sets up at places he thinks he can fool people who think they're gonna kill John Wick. He has like 12 of them because it came in a 12 pack from his local printer. It was buy 10, get 2 free.
This galaxy
And,
brain, y'all.
Minimum of 10, just to be clear.
You had to buy 10, you got 2 free. And it's one of the ones with the little flap on the back, so if you really look closely, it's tilted backwards a little bit, and that's how you know it's fake.
Got it. I love it.
You have to buy them wholesale, because if you buy one, it's really suspicious.
Yeah, totally. Also, getting a cardboard cutout of yourself, not suspicious.
Totally fine.
Well, you're either a psychopath or a professional
Or you're
assassin.
John Wick, and that's really the only option.
Yeah, right?
I mean,
okay,
same hat.
Yeah, true.
pretty much. All right. So,
How's everyone doing with their 1 or 2 cards left?
you know, right?
Oh, we're solid. Don't worry.
We're solid. We're good. Okay. So,
This ain't over till it's over.
It's over.
Even though normally we would move on to another scene because this is the last scene, we're just gonna keep going until all of
God.
you die. So there's no refresh, there's no nothing.
And this deck just keeps running out of cards.
I know exactly. So, you know the one person who keeps eluding John, and he knows that he has to get rid of because she keeps setting up things way out of his league. Is Samantha.
It's my girl, the big Z. Let's go.
Exactly.
Okay, Z.
So pulling another
All right,
card.
Z.
Samantha, can you beat a 7 of
You got this, Z.
clubs? I don't remember it.
You know, in the small town that I am from, we find it quite offensive when people simply assume that they can walk in and that your big city, and it is so quaint. You would think that simply because we are small dairy farmers in a quaint Bordeaux town that we do not prepare for you, that we are not to your level, Mr. Wick. I cannot do a French accent, but you know what I can do?
Make borscht.
I can hack your cell phone to make it explode in your face. With a Russian accent now.
With my 9 of fucking hearts, go fuck yourself, John Wick.
Oh god, that phone just explodes in this man's face. He wasn't expecting it. He was expecting bullets, and so it just goes. And so, it's another survival point for everybody. If you really
Nice.
I'm out of cards.
Then keep going.
I would like to turn in my card for another.
What's wrong with your card?
Guys, I drew a 5, a 4, a 3. In order.
Let's see. Oh, you got to tell us what you get now.
Wait, Hopper, do you draw a card if you have none?
Do I get a card, or am I just out of cards?
I think you're just out.
I think you're
You're
actually just out
dead,
of cards.
bruh. It's possible
Uh,
you're gonna be the. We all have to die for Samantha to make it to the final round.
Exactly. Like, because this is
Yeah.
the last round, you get no new cards, unfortunately.
Fuck.
So that's just kind of how it is. Let's see. But you get to survive at least. I can't target you again until I target everybody. So there's that at least. So of course I. So let's go with burn.
Burn, baby, burn.
It's time for the Inferno. Let's bring it.
It's
Right.
that
It's
time of
time
night,
for
eh?
the Inferno is a phenomenal catchphrase.
Oh God!
Oh!
Let's do this. Let's do it.
You're gonna make it to retirement, baby.
I am.
One more day. One day more.
Yeah. So with that deuce, that you just dropped on the. Sorry. Why did I do this?
What are you doing?
I don't
Why?
know. But all right. So you draw the deuce. You put it into play,
You drop it on the bowl.
and what was it? Burn is just like, you know what? I'm young yet. Let's get this going. And then basically brings a sleeve up in front of John Wick as he grabs a knife from his pocket to just stab into Burn's neck. Burn puts up a sleeve. There is a little tube attached to it, and he squeezes a pressure bulb in the other hand, and a bunch of kerosene flies out of the tube, and with the other hand flicks a match, at which point he sets fire to the nice Italian suit, the tactical suit that John Wick is wearing, as I play a queen of spades.
Yay! You can't deny that one. Amazing. All right. So that's another survival point for all of those who are still alive, aka everybody.
Woohoo!
So you are able to turn in cards if you need to, unless you have no cards. Sorry, Samantha.
I will turn in no cards.
Right?
Oh! I'm just like, look at these fuckers. Making
know.
kicking it.
Just
They're
one
still
need
kicking
cards when one holds all the cards.
Oh.
You're literally gonna die.
it. You are literally gonna die.
Tilda, you're up next. So Wick is turning his attention to you with a 6 of hearts.
Is John on fire?
John is technically on fire. His tactical suit, it's gonna slowly kind of like peter out, but right now he's currently on fire.
Oh, Tilda will turn her attention back on John. No, their attention back on John. Say, Jonathan, didn't we already deal with this? And she's just gonna come over, walk behind John as he's on fire, and give him a good first she's gonna like kick things around on the ground. There's rubble, there's broken chandelier, this, that, and the other. So she's just gonna examine the scene and just be like, I believe my our French friend said it well when she said you really should think about exiting the building. And they are going to give a Spartan kick to John Wick to throw him down into that hole into the floor below with a king of clubs.
Amazing! Once
shit.
again, Wick is falling down into the floor below us. He managed to climb up, but now he's back on down. So, Tilda, you get to live another day. Survivor points up one more time.
Oh.
Scraps.
What are all these survivor points for without cards?
I know that is the question. Scraps. How you feeling, Scraps?
Scraps Manley is ready to play.
Scraps Manley is ready to go with, can you beat of course, an 8 of diamonds.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Scrappy
Scraps
doodle.
Manley. Let me tell you about
Buddy.
Scraps Manley. As explosions go off around the building, and John Wick appears to be everywhere all at once and nowhere at the same time. Scraps Manley's a little disoriented. Scraps Manley's a little confused. Scraps Manley thinks he saw John Wick fall through the floor. Scraps Manley thinks he saw John Wick over there. And Scraps Manley don't like this. He don't like this at all. And what he realizes about don't like this at all is that it rhymes with Wonderwall. And he pulls out his mandolin
Oh my god.
to play an ode to John Wick. And looking up down the hall all the way at the end, he sees out of the corner of his eye John Wick standing there, staring, not saying anything. And as John Wick starts to move forward, Scraps Manley plays that G diminished 7th chord and launches out of the mandolin the dart that is only activated by the G diminished 7th chord, launching itself towards John Wick. And John Wick is too good. John Wick moves out of the way, but not before it takes him right in the shoulder instead of the heart where it was aimed. But John Wick takes the ace of diamonds.
Oh!
And Scraps Manley looks up and looks down the hall at a shoulder hurting John Wick and says, "Today is gonna be the day I'm gonna give it back to you."
Oh my.
It hurts
it.
us. It
It's
hurts
it.
us.
It's everything that I ever wanted from that dumb joke. I love you.
I wish there was a mechanic that I could reward you for such an incredible, terrible thing.
No, don't encourage this. Don't encourage this.
You just get to
encourage
live.
this.
That's
They
it.
only invite me like once every 9 months for a reason.
You can be on as much as you want, but
Seconded.
Okay, so that's another survival point for all of those who are there. And Wick, he was on fire. He's got a dart. He's fallen through the floor, but he's still there, and he's going back for you, Samantha.
Ozzy.
So how does this work? Is it
You
like
have
a
no cards?
random card?
No, you get no cards. You have no card.
Samantha. Well,
Unless Burn decides to
I know.
sacrifice
But
Burn's
Burn
self.
could, yeah,
for
Burn
Samantha.
could save Samantha, but we've got an ace
Ooh.
of hearts.
Oh, mother.
I can't do it. I can't. I wanted to, but I can't. I can't beat it.
Samantha's gonna big die.
I was such a big fan of Z. I hoped that she was gonna make it.
I know.
Samantha, let's hear your swan song.
I like that the music just went out for
Right?
this moment.
Wait,
Just-
yeah, can we?
so it has come to this, then, Mr. Wick.
Can we get us something sad, Zach Norton?
Yeah, I'm working on it. Let's see.
Thanks.
I
After
got-
you.
You just see Samantha kind of looking at John Wick. I think the room is dark. There's like dramatic, like these sliding glass doors are open. There's these long drapes blowing in the wind. We're on the 7th floor.
Yes.
Is that
I think
right?
so.
I think we're on the
And-
13th floor, actually. We went
Oh, the
all the way up
13th
because there's the
floor.
last scene. Yeah.
And you see Samantha standing there, and she sets down her tablet on the table, on the side table next to another really awful, tacky fucking ceramic planter. Like, Jesus fuck, madame, like, get taste. But kind of turns and looks dramatically at John Wick. There appears to be nothing left in my little book of tricks, as it were. Well, Mr. Wick, you appear to have won this one. Adieu. And she walks to the balcony and turns and
flips John Wick off and jumps off.
So
Oh,
French.
even give him the
So
satisfaction.
French.
Love it.
I love it.
I absolutely, and that is Samantha, unfortunately. So we're crossing her off the list, and we're giving Hopper another game piece. All right, that leaves us with Burn. Burn. The fire on Wick's suit has finally gone out, and so Burn, you have the full attention of Wick. Can you beat a 5 of?
Burn is gonna retire.
Oh,
Bird
okay.
is gonna make it.
Burn
Yeah.
is gonna make it, y'all.
Okay.
Gonna make it after all.
I
The
think
worst character we made.
I
He
mean,
is, without question.
I think what happens is I think that Burn looks and sees Samantha go, and there's just this kind of crestfallen look, and just looks at John Wick, who's advancing on him, and he just says, I was so close. I wanted what you had, what you're going to have. You know, just as professional courtesy, I'd appreciate if you eat this napalm, motherfucker! And I play a Queen of Diamonds.
Yeah.
Just literally just pull a pin in his jacket and throws a kind of a fiery what do we call it? How does what would napalm look like?
It's like a jelly.
flamethrower, right?
Yeah.
It's like a jelly. You're basically Spider-Man webbing him with burning bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and at which point, just like, I think at that point, Burn is gonna try to like climb down the hole that we keep knocking him down, but he keeps coming back up from.
I love it. He once again on the 11th floor, or sorry, the 12th floor. Can't seem to like stay steady because everybody keeps knocking him down. But you know what? Burn gets to live for another round.
I don't.
More
I
points
am-
for us.
I'm so
offended.
excited that Burn is making it,
I
and I'm
know it's so
I'm
good.
mad.
If honestly, if it hadn't been an ace, I would have saved Samantha.
Oh, I know it was so sad. But you know, once again, Wick pulls himself back up to the 13th floor, just that John Wick stamina, and targets Tilda. Tilda, it's up to you. Can you beat? A 4 of spades.
Come on, Tilda.
Come on, you can do it. I
You
can believe in
you monocle wearing wonderful, wonderful human being.
So Tilda will wait for John Wick to approach because they are not in a hurry. They have trained for this day for a very long time. And as they see John Wick approach down the hall with nary a limp to be seen yet, Tilda will drop down on one knee, focus their monocle, reach down under the desk and pull out a motherfucking giant assault rifle of Hopper's choice, because I don't speak guns.
An HK-416 with a drum mag.
That thing, okay. They pull one of those out and they just think of it as one of those slow motion scenes in the movie where like the classic French song plays and as the bullets just go off in slow motion, ping, 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 casings flying everywhere. And just lets loose a barrage of bullets, and at the end of it, it's just
Woo!
exhales.
That's
with the
Suicide
King of
Kid.
Hearts.
Yeah, I love it. Then Tilda gets to live for another round.
Oh, no.
I am shocked.
I am actually shocked too. That was good.
That was super good.
So then that leaves Scraps Manley.
Scraps Manley's here to play. Let's go.
Let's go, Scraps Manley.
Let go.
Wick is
let
back
go.
on his feet and he's stumbling towards Scraps, but he's got a
More survivor points.
Oh shit! An ace of clubs.
Fuck.
Ace of clubs. Can anybody save Scraps?
There's
Tilda?
three cards. Three cards.
And Scraps has already played one of them.
Yeah.
But guess what Scraps has got in his back pocket because of a whole lot of survivor points.
Yeah.
Scraps walking down the hall at a John Wick who's walking at him. And let's be real, John Wick has had a bad day. What's wild about John Wick is his resilience, not his talent at this
Yes.
point. And Scraps Manley lets the mandolin fall to his side, the bottom of it falling away to reveal that neck blade. As John Wick pulls out of nowhere a blade of his own. Why? Because this is an action movie. And we all saw John Wick 3 Parabellum, and we know that that sword fight was dope. So, Scraps Manley versus John Wick. The swords come in. They are flying. We have parries, we have repels, we have molinays. We are binding over. We're binding back. And as they come together, core to core, Scraps looks at John Wick and says, "You're not as tough as they say." And then his spine goes rigid. As from behind, John Wick has snuck a dagger into his L4 vertebrate. And as Scraps Manley's eyes start to flip back in his head, and he twitches, and he falls, and the mandolin collapses at his side, Scraps Manley coughs blood and says, "I wonder what it'll be like. Will it be a wonder wall?"
Get out.
And collapses as Scraps Manley has no more cards to play.
Oh my god, that was glorious though.
Oh, so good. And that
Amazing.
is the end of Scraps. We're gonna strike him out on our list, and Ned, you get a game piece. Oh, Scraps.
As played by Bruce Campbell.
Of course, Bruce Campbell's.
I can't do a
Scraps
Bruce
Manley.
Campbell voice.
He slumps to the
Well
ground,
done.
and John Wick kind of gives him a slight nod of respect as he walks over his body towards.
Can we
Tell-
point out that Zach has not had a character die?
I
Are we going in
know.
order or randomly? Because in order it's Burn. In not order it's Tilda.
But Tilda. Actually, no. Burn. We're gonna go.
Do we have to flip a coin? I think they're both out of cards.
Yeah, we both are, but I think it's only fair we keep going in order. I'm
All right.
sorry.
Yep.
I'm gonna
But
try to
like
make this
Burn
good.
made it one more day.
One more
well,
day until
well,
retirement.
I am going to flip a coin. We're gonna
Yeah,
flip
that's fair.
a coin.
No, okay.
I'm okay. I'm here for Burn right
Ooh,
now.
3-person fight. We don't know which one of us dies until Death tells us.
Ooh.
Oh.
I love that.
Actually, let's do a 3-person. Okay, I want you both. Okay, so Tilda and Bird, you both are facing up against John Wick.
Yes.
All right. Please present me your cards.
We don't have.
We don't
cards.
have
Okay,
any.
you don't have
We're
what?
done.
You don't have cards.
No one has cards.
That's the whole thing. Neither of
That
us
is
have
the difference.
cards.
Okay, so Hopper and Ned,
All random.
who should have
I
heads? Who should have tails?
I think you should pull random. We should pull randomly from the top of the deck.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that idea.
Recall
that
and
idea.
shuffle.
Death.
We're gonna recall and shuffle. All right.
No,
Okay.
don't recall.
But,
No,
but
don't
I
recall.
also like the idea of us not knowing which
Yeah.
one of it's gonna be. That's why you should pick.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
who
Oh,
dies.
wait.
off screen.
Evens odds. We'll do evens odds.
Yeah, well,
Or I'm just gonna close the window. I'm closing out the card table.
I don't want to see.
yeah.
I don't want to look.
I'll do the same thing. I'm done. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Close the
Desiree,
window.
draw 3 cards, and then I think everyone gets to start describing their fight, and Desiree lets them know how it ends.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go.
It's just two.
Rory
it's just two
fuck.
that's allowed.
Rory fucking Norp's looking down. Damn.
We're gonna
He's
go.
so
I
dead.
I
Just
pulled 3
judging.
cards.
Just
Okay.
judging with his too small hand.
We've got Burn and Tilda. We're gonna go in
Yeah.
alphabetical order.
Mhm.
Tell me how you face Wick, both of you.
Okay. Burn first.
Okay. Burn has exhausted his pile of tricks. Basically has gotten through the napalm. Has what was it? Used the kerosene trick tube in the sleeve. And now at this point, there's a special bottle of hooch that he's been holding on to, looped into his belt on the back, covered by a flame retardant jacket, and he pulls it out and takes a rip off of his coat sleeve and jams it in, and he's got a Molotov that he lights, and is going to kind of, basically kind of like look at John and just be like, can you stop me from killing all of us? It's like, I am going to immolate you. I'm going to get out of this fine.
Perfect. And Tilda, how do you approach Wick?
Tilda will. I think last I described, they got up from the floor where they were perched to brace themselves against the giant fuck off gun. So they'll drop the fuck off gun, stand up, take their monocle off, pull out a case from their suit pocket, put it in there, take off the suit jacket, fold it, and place it on the table. It is down to hand to hand.
Hand to hand.
And Tilda is going in fighting.
All right. So I've drawn 3 cards. The first card on the left, I'm going to reveal as John's card. All right.
Oh, we're not looking.
Yeah.
Yep. The first card
I
from
am.
John. John has drawn a 10 of hearts.
Ooh.
Burn, in alphabetical order, we're going to go Burn and then Tilda. So Burn has a king of diamonds.
Burn's going to retirement.
And Tilda has a king of spades. Oh, good. That
It
means
goes.
one more turn. We're going to do it one more time. Here we go.
Yeah.
First card for John, for the second card for, we'll do reverse now. So first card for John, 1 card for Tilda, 1 card for Burn. Okay?
Okay.
John's card is a 9 of diamonds.
Okay.
Okay.
Tilda's card is a 9 of spades.
Which
Oh.
loses.
Which automatically loses. And Burn's card
Burn.
is a 2 of diamonds.
Oh, I think the 9 of
Oh.
spades takes it.
The 9 of spades does take it, so Tilda.
Tilda makes it.
Yeah.
Tilda makes it.
Oh my god.
So we have Bird, how do you go out?
I think what is going to happen is that Burn,
Blaze of glory.
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
Blaze of Glory, Burn tries to swing in with the Molotov and puts the other arm up to defend himself, at which point John Wick just takes the knife that's in his hand, stabs it through the palm of Burn, and Burn just looks at him, just like says to him, "What are you gonna know about retirement? Nothing. You were not gonna spend time with family. You're not gonna have a dog." And at which point he drops the Molotov, hoping to shatter it on the ground to take both of them out. At which point John is just so fucking fast and so fucking quick with his reflexes that with the other free hand, he grabs the Molotov out of the air, undraws the knife from his palm, and then sticks it in Burn's eye.
Does he drink the hooch?
I think so.
Oh.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think, yeah, at which point he just like, yeah, I think he just kind of collapses, and I think reflexively, the last nerves dying, he brings the hooch up to his arm, but of course it's still a Molotov cocktail, and
Just burns away.
Mhm.
All right.
Just burns away.
For the sake
Hey.
of sponsorship, what kind of liquor is it that kills our protagonist or antagonist, whatever?
Oh,
Elmer
it-
T. Lee, my absolute favorite bourbon. I would really love to sponsor anything.
Yeah, what's up? Sponsor us.
Four Roses. It's Lafroig. It's Lafroig. Yeah.
We all know it's Lafroig
Of
from that
course.
sweet, sweet Colorado River.
Hey.
They're not gonna sponsor us. We keep saying that. But yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Now, there is one last mechanic.
Okay.
So
Ooh.
we are
Oh, I
we
need to
have
open
the
the stupid
titular
window
final
again.
girl. Tilda
no.
has is the last person standing against John Wick. Now,
Tilda.
normally the last honors would go for the person who has the most who's played the most dead characters. There's a three-way tie between Puja, Hopper, and Ned. All of you have played 2 death scenes each. So I would like you all to pick a card from the deck.
think Hopper was supposed to have 3 because that's only 7, and we've had 8 characters done. Well, is that 7? Is that right? Hopper, didn't
Well,
you
the
have
first
3
4 characters. So 4 characters.
Oh, those don't
died.
count.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
count.
Yeah.
They
And
were
then
automatically.
7 more died, so then
Gets us to 11,
Okay,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
we are tight shit.
We're all
All right.
tied up.
I thought
So,
Hopper had 3
Puja,
for some
Hopper,
Are
and
we
then please-
recalling, or are we going based on
Based on the last
current deck?
one, I just based on the last one, everybody takes 1 card, and I
Mhm.
want to know who the high card is.
It is probably not me.
It's probably not.
I'm just gonna
me.
open it on.
All right, so
spot.
Puja has a 4 of hearts. We have Ned with a 7 of diamonds and Hopper with a 3 of diamonds. So that means Ned, you are the final girl.
Oh,
Please,
that's all I've ever wanted.
I would like you to tell us how this movie ends. What happens to Tilda and what happens to the madam?
The elevator opens on the penthouse floor. John Wick, blood dripping down his side from the various wounds and falls and fires, walks out, the madam at her desk, and she looks up calmly. She knows what's happening. She's been watching the whole thing. Hello, John. It's been a minute. John Wick. I'm sorry, madam, but I gotta get out. And then you hear from the corner, yeah, out of here! And around the corner comes Tilda, sprinting as as they bring the monocle up to their eye, sprinting forward to start to focus in on the John Wick. And you're wondering, what do they have? What are they possibly gonna fire? How could this possibly work out for them in their final battle for someone who doesn't even care for them? Why are they fighting so hard? And then Tilda stops and turns and looks down the hall. And John Wick smiles just a little bit. And Tilda pulls one very precise, very long-range weapon from a back holster and fires a single bullet between the eyes of the madam. And John Wick stands up a little straighter and says, "You didn't have to make it look like you were trying," and flips 5 gold pieces to Tilda and then turns and walks off into the night.
Nice.
Des, you're muted.
Perfect
Love
ending.
watching her say, "Oh shit!"
Always happens every single time.
It's amazing.
Thank you very much, Ned. That was a perfect ending. And that is the final girl. Did you guys have fun?
Oh, it was amazing. Thanks so much.
Fuck yes.
What
We
a
do this, like,
time!
10 more times now?
Oh, of course, of course.
This is such a good one shot, and we
This
were
game is
invested
going to
in
be
the
in my back
characters.
pocket.
It's fun, right?
We wanted
It
to
is
turn
so
and burn
fun.
them, and we loved them, and we hated them, and we loved to play the ones we hated. It was magic.
Wow.
Hilda, the monocle wearing bookie
Accountant.
slash
Bookie accountant.
accountant.
I'm gonna
Slash
Yeah, with the
loudmouth for
old-
reasons unknown.
I'm gonna
I
pour,
know.
I'm gonna pour one out for Devereaux at some point.
Oh,
Aw.
big boy.
Devereaux.
I'm pulling up
So
for
sad.
Scraps
We-
fucking Manly.
Scraps.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
I
So
really thought I was
close.
going to hate Scraps Manly.
But like, how you can't really? I don't think you're allowed to hate anybody played by Bruce Campbell. I think there's a rule against that.
Yeah.
There's a rule
Yeah.
against that, right?
It's probably a SAG rule, so it's fine.
Yeah, like it's like in the SAG after a contract, you like have to just enjoy anything that Bruce Campbell
Brucey
does.
Bruce does. Yeah, fair.
This
fair.
this episode's sponsored by Bruce Campbell.
That's true.
Sponsor us.
Or come on our show.
Yeah,
Hell
Bruce, we
yeah.
love you. Bruce, we love you.
Right?
Also, can we give a big shout out to Desiree for running our first fight of fandom?
Oh,
Yes.
thank you. I had a wonderful time. You guys were so amazing. Thank you so much for having me. Let's do one more round. But saying who you are again. Let's go start with Ned. Where can we find you?
Thank you for coming. You can find me everywhere at Ned Donovan. There's an at Ned_Donovan. He's a journalist. He gets mad at me for having the one without the underscore, so don't put the underscore into the name. Cool dude though. What's up, Ned? Hope you're watching. He just married a Jordanian princess. He's doing fine. And he's also Roald Dahl's grandson. He's a cooler Ned than me, is what we've learned. So
To steal his identity.
it's really rough for me. And but more specifically, my program is called Encounter Party. Encounter Party is a podcast of 6 professional actors battling through an epic Dungeons and Dragons campaign set inside the Magic the Gathering realm of Ravnica and heavily edited to feel like an audio drama. We are using classic Magic cards and classic Magic lore, so everything we are telling is canon inside an entirely original and improvised story. Come check us out. We spent 8 weeks on Apple's new and noteworthy charts. We've charted in over 50 countries. We are in the middle of our 3rd season, and our 3rd season ends the Ravnica campaign as we build for an entirely new original world. So come check out the wild, insane, and drastically cool Encounter Party.
Love it.
Encounterparty.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
There you go. Puja, how about you?
Hello, friends. I am Puja. I am here most Tuesdays. You can find me on Twitter at Puja and on Instagram and in the chat as Puja Aberwalkie. And besides the games on Flights of Fandom, I just started off in a Blue Rose by Green Ronin publishing campaign that's going to be every Sunday on Proxigor. I cannot pronounce the channel's name. Proxigor Thesmorphia. Yes. You can find links to that in my Twitter and Instagram, and also the episode's already on YouTube. So you can come join me for some romantic fantasy there, or find me here next Saturday for some dinosaur shenanigans.
Who doesn't love dinosaur shenanigans, honestly? I know. How
People
about
who are wrong.
Yeah, there you go.
Just to be very clear, when we say dinosaur shenanigans, we mean a one-shot set in the world of Jurassic Park called Clever Girls, where we play a pack of velociraptors escaping Jurassic Park.
Woohoo!
Love it. Love it.
Which I believe specifically will be the
30th.
The 30th. So come.
It's going to be the Saturday afternoon slot that we've been doing due to scheduling issues.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Come check us out Saturday at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. I've had a lot of whiskey tonight.
Central. I got you. You good?
Perfect. All right. Where can we find you, Hopper?
You can find me fucking here. But you can find me on the interwebs at Failed Deadly. That is with a 3 instead of an E, so it kind of looks like Failed Badly, which is apropos. But and also at the Legend Tree, where I occasionally produce more consistent and less silly content. I'm also here as part of the Hole in the World cast, which Zach fucking runs. Like, the Hole in the World's an amazing Invisible Sun actual play here every other Sunday. And I will actually be here on as a player, not this coming Wednesday, which you should totally show up for the happy hour of, but next Wednesday. For the Manapot Studios and my homebrew creation, the Legend Tree, we're doing another collaboration with a fun one shot for the Manapot Happy Hour. So come swing by for that. Watch somebody else take the controls of my homebrew world. It's definitely not like giving the keys to your very precious car to somebody else, but Bill's amazing and I have full faith in him, and I'm excited to play something stupid and get fucking absolutely ripped doing it.
I think is that the one that Brian from Encounter Party is going to come hang out in? So come see more Encounter Party.
Yeah, so yeah, that will be featuring a couple people who we have not seen before on happy hours. Me, my homebrew world, and Brian fucking David Judkins from Encounter Party.
Yeah, exciting. And Zach, how about you?
I am here as always. I am either producing something like The Hole in the World, which is my own precious baby, Invisible Sun actual play. We've just hit our second part, which is our 28th episode. We are in the middle of a 3 or 4 part interlude called the the Hole in the World, the War Report, which is set during the eponymous war. Not the eponymous. It's not eponymous. It's just the war of kind of that nobody remembers in the world of Satyrine. And we kind of go through into why that is. It is a sub kind of arc of spy drama and kind of subterfuge and espionage and other wartime related incidents within our larger campaign. And everybody has made some really cool characters for that. I've worked with Hopper and with Marissa to homebrew some cool Forte abilities for them, which is super cool. On top of that, I am going to let my inner edgelord fly in the upcoming Manapot Studios happy hour that Hopper has mentioned, as I will be playing a elven blood hunter as part of that one shot, and I'm really looking forward to it. Des, where can we find you?
On the internet, I guess. I am everywhere that there's a social media presence. I'm there as Desapalooza. I'm hoping that I could get my ass together and do stuff for my channel. If I do, I'll let you all know. But for now, just find me as Desapalooza anywhere that people can be found.
How do I
And
spell it?
Desapalooza. It's like Lollapalooza, but there's a Des.
You've been super followed. Thank you.
And once again, today we were playing The Final Girl by Brett Gillum. You can find this game on Drive-Thru RPG under the Final Girl by Gas Mask Games. We had a great time. I hope you all check it out. And thank you for joining us.
Thanks, y'all.
Thanks so much, guys. Stick around
Bye.
for the raid. We'll see you
Bye.
soon.
Bye.